6 o'clock. Good morning, live from the Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs studio. I'm Justin Hawkins. A historic comeback from down 29 points, capped off by OG Anunoby's tip-in with 1.2 seconds left, gave the New York Knicks the 107-106 Game 4 win over the Spurs. Jalen Brunson scored 36 on the night, and Anunoby added 33 points to lead the Knicks, who now have a 3-1 series lead over the Spurs and sit just one win away from their first NBA title since 1973. Game 5 heads back to San Antonio on Saturday night. Coming up tonight, the Stanley Cup Final continues with Game 5 in Raleigh as the Golden Knights and Hurricanes. Their series is tied up at 2-2. Puck drop is at 7 o'clock on ABC. Also, the FIFA World Cup officially gets started today with 2 matches. Mexico takes on South Africa at 2 p.m. on Fox, and South Korea takes on Czechia at 9 p.m. on FS1. And some NFL news yesterday. The Dolphins and center Aaron Brewer reached an agreement on a 3-year, $52.5 million extension, making Brewer one of the highest-paid centers in the league. And the Chiefs, they're adding 2 years to quarterback Patrick Mahomes' contract, keeping him in Kansas City through 2033 at a value of $504.75 million. It's the first NFL deal valued at over $500 million. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once. On your home for the Titans and Vols, this is 104.5 The Zone.
Out of the blocks and off and running on Thursday mornings, Ramon and Will. 615-737-1045 is our number. Glad you decided to spend this gorgeous Friday Junior with us here in Middle Tennessee. Or streaming live around the world on 1045 The Zone TV, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. What if you compared contending World Cup teams and countries to American sports teams? Well, that's the thing that I spent way too much time doing yesterday that you will hear coming up in 20 minutes. The draft this morning is back. We're talking about one-hit wonders in sports. Mike Golick Jr. joins the show at 8:20, talking football, talking life. Lucas Panzica previews the World Cup at 9:20 in hour number 4. He is the 11-year NFL veteran and Titans radio analyst, Ramon Foster.
Yeah.
Justin Hawkins makes the show happen behind the glass. My name is Will Bowling. We begin with the New York Knicks, down 29 to taking a 3-1 series lead. OG Anunoby, the hero last night, Ramon Foster. Good morning,
legend.
gentlemen.
Good morning, man. Will, happy Thursday. Hawk, good brother. How you doing this morning? What's up? The Zeph, what's up? I love it, man. Every single time he gets me with it. How we living this morning, man? Will, you good?
I'm great.
Great.
I'm good. It is Friday for me. I'm getting married Saturday, if you are new to the show. So last day here without a ring on.
Nobody happier than you other than a New York Knicks fan, man. That's true. That's it.
That's very true.
What a game.
We'll have a lot of those at our wedding because Peyton is from North Jersey. So a lot of Knicks fans will be nervously maybe watching phones underneath tables on Saturday night at our wedding.
So we excuse the NBA Finals, but do not schedule a wedding during football season is where we're at.
Correct. This is still the South.
These are the rules. I'm cool with the rules as long as we understand and know them.
Also just the practicality of me personally to make it about me because it is my wedding. Yeah. If I had a fall wedding, half of my friends and colleagues wouldn't be able to come.
Would not even be there.
It is like the one month out of the year where I knew that people that we work with and people that work based on the football calendar, which is us too, because we also work based off of the football calendar, would be able to actually come.
Yes, we do. We would not unless it's the perfect bye week for everybody involved.
That's right.
Yes, no doubt.
Which I would have just learned. So obviously not possible.
Obviously not possible, man. But what a game last night. The NBA, can we just please for 1 second, because they've been fighting. The NBA has, MLB has, NHL has, for just anything just a piece of the pie that the NFL
everyone's
holds.
fighting for third behind NFL and college football.
Yes.
Everyone's fighting for third.
They're putting up a good fight right now.
They are putting up a
NBA.
good fight. As a lifelong NBA fan since last week, last night was a really, really fun game for me. Really fun
The series has been fun too, man. And also just give a lot of credit. This is very tongue-in-cheek. Give a lot of credit to Taylor Swift as she was up dancing before anybody else in Madison Square
It's
Garden.
crazy. She was a Cavs fan 2 weeks ago with Travis Kelce.
It's what $1 million get you.
Yeah, that's
What
right.
really get you.
It's absolutely right.
That or like being close to a billionaire, that'll do it too. Either one of those things will work for you, right?
I think Travis Kelce is close to the billionaire in that relationship.
Yes.
She's the one with the higher net worth, respectfully to Travis.
I bet he was looking at himself at the OTAs like, why am I here? I need to be in New York with my boo thing. She had, not just one seat. She had 3 of her friends there, it looked like.
Well, those are the Haim sisters.
Who?
They're a band. They used to, I think, open for her.
I'm not
I
even
believe,
joking right now.
I don't know either.
No,
I'm
like
not
they're
even
like a
joking right
Grammy
now.
award-winning, like, I think, sister
That's on me,
duo.
Haim sisters. That's on me, Michelle, Ashley, and Nicole. I bet you that's their names, too.
No.
So his
Haim is the way that it is spelled. 3 sisters, Esta, Danielle, and Alana.
Esther, Danielle, and Alana.
Hey, you were close.
Yeah, just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. Also, did you hear whenever? So it's 2 things. Like, one, in my mind, I was thinking, like, if y'all hadn't seen or heard on the social media trend, the Boys in the Hood trumpets that were playing, like, those were loud to me as the Spurs were about to lose that game. But coming out of commercial break, I feel like we got to play the horns at some point, Jayhawk. But coming out of the break,
the sad horns,
yeah. Wolf Mother was also played.
Yes.
Did you hear it?
I looked at Peyton and I was like, this is Wolf Mother.
That's hilarious.
That's what I did.
Oh, I'm so glad we all had the same Leonardo DiCaprio.
Is it?
Whoop. Hold up.
Wolf Mother was
So if you missed it yesterday, we did Bonnaroo band names, real or fake, which we do every year during Bonnaroo week. Justin wiped the floor with Ramon and I, and Ron and me, and we didn't know Wolf Mother was real.
Yeah.
And then we learned that Joker and the Thief, which is a song that is played at kickoff of every Tennessee football game over the last, I think, like 8 years, started in like 2018. Yeah. That's Wolf Mother. They played it coming out of a timeout on the last possession.
Crazy. What I mean, that we were
hilarious.
That lets us know we did the right show yesterday.
The funny thing yesterday too was OG Anunoby, the guy that has not only the block on De'Aaron Fox, first of all,
crazy work.
who for some reason was trying to lay it up and not waste time.
What are you doing?
What are we talking about,
Crazy, man.
Go to the corner
hold the
and
ball.
hold the basketball, or pass it to the guy who's 7'4".
Pump fake it, try to get it like a foul, or
So
just call a timeout. Do something.
That was
Just get
number
in the
one.
fetal position mode and just hold.
So I was explaining to Peyton who is on her Knicks team because she is now a Knicks fan. Because I mean, and again, like geographically, she can claim this because she grew up a train ride from New York City.
I'm with it.
And really grew up like across the water from New York City and Hoboken. So
it's the same city.
Can
basically.
very much claim it. But that being said, I was explaining the lore of why OG Anunoby is so popular on TikTok and Instagram.
I didn't know
and it's
this.
because there is an edit of OG Anunoby dropping like 45 points because Suni Lee was sitting courtside.
Of course he did.
And so there are a lot of videos set to like a kind of a sultry song, if you will, of him like looking over every time.
Every time
it's a very, very, very viral like TikTok edit that is pretty funny. So I was like, so this is Anunoby. This is why he's really popular in certain circles. This is what I know him for. And I was like, who knows? Maybe he'll be the one to be the hero in this next possession. And then next possession, down the lane, tip in good. Knicks on the brink of their first title since 1973, before all of us were born.
Shout out to Method Man of the Wu-Tang Clan, man. Said it at the end of the performance at halftime. Knicks in 5. He still called it. What a fan base, man, that's absolutely starving for a moment like this. Like the Giants are cool. Jets, I don't know if they'll ever win a Super Bowl, okay?
They're going to wait a long time.
Just leave them alone for a little while. Yankees had their run early 2000s, got them out the way.
The Mets are also in New York.
Whatever.
They
you know
also
what I'm saying?
play in New York.
Brooklyn, they're there. Okay, we're the New Jersey
That is also
Nets.
a borough in New York.
Exactly. But the Knicks winning this, that crowd, Madison Square Garden, like it stamped if you are new to the NBA or to basketball, it stamped everything about basketball culture, watching what happened inside of Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, you and I as lifelong
night.
fans, this is really cool moment for us to see our league grow the way that it is.
Grow the way that it is.
I'm really happy for my NBA.
But this is what happens, though. Like, with this level of excitement, this exposure, like, it's cool when Golden State win it. It really is. It's cool when OKC does it. But, like, the Mecca winning it, or Boston winning it, or LA winning it, or Miami winning it, I guess you can throw them in that conversation as well. Different game plan at this point in time. The debacle that it was, though. 29 points. Where do we start?
I mean, you tell me.
We start with Miss Johnson. That's their head coach, right? The Spurs? Yes, I think so.
I believe so.
Sir, call a timeout in the second half. Call a timeout. What got you
You could
up?
feel it slipping away.
You could feel, not only just.
Even down like 11.
It was,
The
like,
Knicks felt very much in that.
that was all I was thinking in my mind. Where's Popovich at? Where's Greg Popovich at right now? Is he not in a suite somewhere that he can call him? Like, where's the phone on the sideline to get him on the call to say, hey, call a timeout. Tell them, stop jacking so many threes. The Spurs fell victim to first half success.
Yeah.
Not only just that, they went to the I guess the NBA that turns people off, the 3-point shooting.
They shot 20% in the second half, too.
What are we doing?
20%.
You couldn't believe in the first half that was a real way of living. Like, when you start missing threes, like, no lie to you, every three-pointer that was missed by the Spurs, those tragedy horns just got louder and louder to me. And you saw it go from, okay, 25, they're under 20, it's at 15, and then it got to 12, and it got to 8, and I was just like, no, it got to 9 after. I was like, ooh. It was bad. That, to me, that's Atlanta Patriots.
That's 100%. I mean, Ramon, they had 30 points in the second half.
Come on, bro.
In the entire second half. They had more than that in the first quarter.
Come on.
They were 8 of 39 with 10 turnovers.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, a lot of those turnovers, too, like, if you just hold the ball and miss a shot, you were essentially running the clock out.
That's it.
You couldn't even run the clock. This would be like fumbling as you try to run the clock out and letting the other team score touchdowns at you.
That's exactly what, except it was in one of the the biggest leads ever. Like, is that part of it, though, too? Wemby missing free throws. There's that part of it as well.
I thought when Josh Hart missed his layup, I thought that was going to be it for the Knicks.
I did too.
And why is he not dunking that either, by the way? Like and then he has the foul on the rebound that then gives the Spurs 2 more free throws and 2 more points. Like, they kind of won in spite of Josh Hart last night.
Did.
And I'm not just saying that because he is saying that Arsenal's Premier League title is rigged because he's a Chelsea fan who famously cheats and uses Russian oil money that's no longer available to them, and they'll never be the same. But it's fine. I just really don't like Josh Hart. But I say we're blue today. Is this the most relatable a New York team has been since Giants beating the undefeated Patriots? Because that's the only New York team I can ever remember being this likable. Because I legitimately like the guys on that team, minus Josh Hart.
No,
but that's for my soccer reasons. I legitimately like this team. Yeah. And I find myself like oddly relating to the big market, like kind of liking the Knicks. Like,
you understand the starvation there.
And I don't just say that because, again, my soon-to-be wife is now a Knicks fan since yesterday or since last week. But legitimately, it's what is it about this team? I can't quite put my finger on it, Ramon, on why I like these guys.
I got it. One is the starvation of a championship. I think it's that.
It's the city, the celebrities,
no doubt
the
about
spectacle has to do with it.
It's fun watching a traditional team or a legacy team like the Knicks win one as well. Like, and here's the thing. I think we'll be okay with them just getting one. Just get this one out the way.
I'm 100%
because we won't be able to handle their fans. Like,
it kind of feels like the Cubs in that way.
Yes.
Because Cubs fans got, respectfully, really loud.
Yes.
and we're everywhere.
Yep.
After the Cubs won the World Series in 2016.
No doubt about it. So is that part
Lovable
of it?
Losers.
Cat got a good story. Carl Anthony Towns got a good story. OG Anunoby got a real good story. Like, Jalen Brunson coming from the Dallas Mavericks to the New York Knicks wasn't a fairy tale. And then the other side of this, I think a lot of viewers, at least some of the people I've talked to, the Knicks fans, of course, are on this train. But a lot of people feel like Wemby is getting preferential treatment. The refs are a part of it. Like I know some Knicks fans and just fans that hate Wemby right now because again, he is over the backing. They're not calling it. Now he's getting beat to crap as well. You see him out there, you understand too, like this league is his moving forward. 1 or 2 pieces away, a free agency signing here or there too. You know, Dylan Harper won't be in a position where he will not box out again.
Right, but when you were up 29 in a potential series tying game 4 on the road, you ain't thinking about any of that.
You're not thinking about any of that.
That just makes it even worse. You see so often teams that get on the doorstep lose like that and never get back.
That's very, very true.
I mean, Victor Wembanyama is trying to avoid becoming the Joe Burrow of the NBA.
He is. I think that happens a little bit more in football. You're right, I think. I'm trying to think of others.
I mean, Colin Kaepernick, San Francisco, that core is another one. Like, this happens all the time. Happens all the time where you get to the game, you get to the series, and then you never show up again. The New York Mets were in the World Series against the Royals in 2015.
No doubt. I mean, Jacksonville.
They've sniffed it once.
In football, like the teams have been built.
Titans in 2019, AFC Championship game. Like it's not totally the same thing, but again, like the Nashville Predators in 2017. I remember thinking that leaving that arena.
Oh, you make a good point.
And thinking about flagrant. Colton Sissons putting the puck in the back of the net and it not rightfully being called a goal.
Yeah.
And there's thinking like, think about, and I remember sitting in my car, it's like a core memory after that game, going like, this had to go right, that had to go right, we had to overcome this injury, this had to, like, because every center on the Predators was hurt except Freddie Gaudreau by the end of that series. That you're sitting there like, no Ryan Johansson, like, you're sitting there at the end of it, just like, God, that was exhausting. All right, now let's do it all again next year.
Let's do it, and that's the part too. Like,
and so many things have to fall right.
He's playing a long season right now, and the season picks right back up next year. What is the beatdown going to look like next year? How can he retrain his body to get back stronger? Because he was injured last year. I mean, he came in stronger.
I don't want to make this another sore subject for you, but 2007 Tennessee wins the SEC East, a couple fumbles away from winning the SEC. It hasn't been back,
bro. Yeah. No, seriously.
And that's not even a professional league, like where you've got the salary cap to deal with. Well, now you have the salary cap to deal with, kind of.
I vividly remember Tyson Jackson jumping up and blocking a pass from Ainge. Like I heard the tragedy horns again. Like all of these.
You think of all the things that had to happen, and all the teams that had to lose that year too, because we were not national championship contenders getting there. Like we had to have a little bit of help.
But it was BCS Bowl you were trying to get to at the time. We were trying to get to in 2007. Another one of like my second year, make it to the Super Bowl. The Titans make it to the Super Bowl and never get, like you make an awesome
These are tough moments to come back from. Is the point for the Spurs?
Real hard moments.
I mean, I think you're dead on. That is the equivalent of Falcons Patriots 28-3.
It is
the basketball equivalent last
and
night.
You feel the sand just going through the hands too. Like it feels like that. Like everything in every situation that could have went wrong felt like it was going to with them.
You think the series is done in 5 now? Or do you think it goes back to New York in 6 and they get it done?
I love it. I love it if it went back to New York and won it.
Yeah.
I do think they're going to fight the Spurs. They have to.
Oh, yeah.
At home cooking.
Of course.
Yeah, I think it ends, though. I think it ends.
I think it does, too.
I think
it's done in 5.
It ends in 5. Yeah, Christopher, like, it is the boys in the hood. So he was yelling, Ricky! Like, that's all you can really say is, like, De'Aaron! Like, make the layup on the fast break or something.
Or just hold the ball. Crazy. 615-737-1045 is our number. Live for the 1045 The Zone Circus Sports Studio. Kentucky's largest sports book can now be found at Circus Sports at Kentucky Downs. Coming up, I spent way too much time doing this yesterday. World Cup teams and countries as American sports teams. Next.
Everybody's loving what's happening right now. No, not the finals. Okay, we're excited with what happens at Genesis Diamonds. Free financing for 5 years. You can make any purchase, pay zero down, and get zero interest for 5 years. It's insane. It's not just on engagement rings. It's also earrings, bracelets, bands, color gemstone jewelry, pre-owned Rolex watches as well. Buy now, pay nothing down, and spread your payments over 5 years with zero interest. So a $5,000 gift comes out to just about $85 a month. And that luxury pre-owned Rolex starts at only $150 a month. This is an amazing offer from the jeweler that's always finding ways to bring you more value. All GI certified diamonds are included in this: rounds, princess cuts, ovals, pear shapes, cushion cuts, emerald cuts. Whether you get a $5,000 diamond ring or a $50,000 diamond, you can spread your payments over 5 whole years. Lab-grown diamonds are also included. You get the Genesis value price on anything, pay zero down, and spread your payments over 5 years. But hurry, this is a limited time offer. This ends June 30th and will not be extended. Genesis Diamonds are located in Green Hills and Cool Springs.
Hour number one of Ramon and Will, off and running on this Thursday morning. 615-737-1045 is our number. Today is a very special day, Ramon Foster.
Why so, Will?
Today, a World Cup begins that will be played in the United States.
Yes, yes, yes.
It will not be played today in the United States. Today is in Mexico City.
All right.
But tomorrow,
Oh, that's going to be bananas.
USA, Paraguay, 8 p.m. Central Time, SoFi Stadium, game one of the group stage.
How we feeling about the boys, man? USA.
You know what? I have talked myself into feeling pretty good.
You've gone to sicko mode a little bit?
I think on paper, this is the most talented U.S. men's national team squad to play in a World Cup.
Okay.
I know that's hyperbole. I think we've been able to say that, though, a lot over the last 12 years.
Okay.
Problem is, games aren't won on paper. And in terms of where these players are playing in Europe, the goal-scoring record for Folarin Balogun, who is the striker for this team right now, who lit it up at Monaco in the French top flight this past season, a young generation of players who has now played together really over the last 8 years. Since the United States didn't make the World Cup in 2018 in Russia. That group has been foundational. They have been pretty consistent. Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie, Christian Pulisic, Chris Richards, Anthony Robinson. You know, some of the names and faces have changed. Yunus Musa's not in this team. You don't have Walker Zimmerman in this team, now a Toronto FC player, formerly of Nashville SC. 9-year-old Tim Ream is still doing it at a high level at center back. He's a little bit different part of the generation, but this is a really, really important month for U.S. soccer. And I don't know how much you remember 94, Ramon, on the last time the U.S. hosted a World Cup.
I don't.
Okay. Well, for a lot of people, and for people that have now played and also retired, that was a transformational moment in U.S. soccer to watch us host the world's game and say, oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
I want to be like those guys. And that is what we hope happens now. What we hope it happens now that, hey, like, not only are we a part of this World Cup and hosting it, but can we make a quarterfinal run?
Make it right.
Can we beat somebody big to make the round of 16? So Lucas is going to stop in at 9:20, and I'm curious his thoughts on this too, on what would make this a successful World Cup for the United States. For me, it's one of two things. Make the quarterfinal, because that's as far as in the modern era the United States has gotten. Make the quarterfinal, be in the final 8 in this tournament, or beat a major power and get to the round of 16. Because it's challenging, right? Like, if you make the quarterfinal because you get a really good draw, and all you have to do is beat Mexico, you know, maybe you beat South Korea if they make it out. Like, your 3 games to get there are teams you should expect to beat. And kind of the luck of the draw gives it to you. And then when you finally see that major team, like the Netherlands 4 years ago, like Belgium before that, like a many number of teams that the United States has played and not been able to get over the hump against, a top 10 team in the world, I think there'd be kind of an empty feeling. Like, it'd be, okay, made the quarterfinal, that's great. Still don't have that signature moment. The signature moment. Last time the U.S. made the quarterfinal, they beat Mexico to get there.
Okay, big moment?
Which, that's the moment in U.S. soccer history.
Gotcha.
That and the Landon Donovan goal against Algeria in 2010 to get out of the group stage. But I'm willing to give them one less round if they get to the round of 16 and have that moment. Like, if you're able to knock out the Netherlands, if you knock out England, if you knock out France or Germany or Spain or Argentina, one of the main powers, then I'm willing to say, all right, that's the next step. Because the United States is a really good team of the next group of teams.
Okay.
There is a really big gap right now for me between the top 3 teams in the world that can win this tournament and everyone else. If you were giving me France, England, and Spain,
those are the 3?
Or the field, I'm taking one of France, England, or Spain 100%. I know Lucas likes Portugal. I'm not as high on Portugal for a number of reasons we'll get into later, but Mainly because Cristiano Ronaldo still plays for them, and he's
He
washed.
does?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Didn't
He
know
is
that.
literally making them worse as probably the second or third best player in the history of the sport. He's
The ball
making his
goes
team
through
worse.
him.
Unfortunately, for
does.
Portugal.
Okay. All right,
If
gotcha.
you're Portuguese or if you like the Portuguese team. So, yesterday I did something. I started to compare World Cup teams to American sports franchises. So I'm going to explain these. Justin, you played soccer in college, and you can check me on all of these and say agree or disagree. I'm going to start off with Spain, though. I think Spain's a really easy one, and I'm doing this based off of who these teams are right now. I'm not doing this based on the last 15 to 20 years. I did cherry pick from a couple articles. Fansided had an article that helped me with this. I agreed with a lot of theirs. There was another article I used. I can't remember where it was. So credit to whoever. All right.
By the way, before you go into this too, I just want to preface this too. I think this is a huge world event. If soccer in general is
the
a
biggest
world
world
sport.
event.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. It's happening here. The United States has a chance to at least make a splash. That's the way I view this one too.
Yeah, for
just
sure.
a splash.
For sure.
And the way I think we've talked about the lead up of us being a part of this as well, I think it's super important to kind of hit on this. And I kind of want to learn about this. The first time I was exposed to FIFA, it had to have been, FIFA, the video game too, as well.
That's how everybody gets started.
First time, it had to have been like 06. Would that have been a year? 06. We were staying in a house in Knoxville, and
Zinedine Zidane headbutting the Italian team.
The back and forth just of passing the sticks from one another on the Xbox or the PlayStation was insane to me. I never really got into it like this, but like legitimately moving forward now, like I will. Like you mentioned, like 96 or 94.
94. Yeah.
94, like soccer to me, I thought was just like one of those sports that only happened in other countries. I still didn't see soccer happening like this. I was being raised and brought up at that time in Covington, Tennessee. Like I didn't see anybody really playing soccer like that. And next thing you know, I get to college and that's when it really exploded. My kids' first sports was also soccer too. I think that's usually the easiest one everybody jumps into.
Right.
And it's grown. I hate that it's gotten expensive, but I'm here for this. And also recognizing these dudes, these fools are just hundreds of millionaires on top of hundreds of millionaires. Insane to me. So let's go. Let me hear about these teams.
All right. Well, first and foremost, too, by the way, like the Champions League final rates almost as highly as the Stanley Cup final on U.S. television. Like I've said it before, I think we're moving into an era where world soccer is on par with hockey in this country.
It's us. It's my generation.
I think soccer is going to pass hockey in the next 10 years.
Wow.
I do. I think in a lot of places it already has.
You can't lose, though. You like hockey. You or Hawk can't lose.
There's not really a sport I don't like, to be honest with you, because now that I'm a lifelong NBA fan. So,
get out of here.
Spain, this is easy. Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, the only place where that breaks down a little bit is that Spain does have a lot of history.
Yeah.
However, Spain is coming into this tournament as the favorite. I think we would still say, even though they got knocked out in 7 by the Spurs, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best roster in the NBA. Fair?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, it's up there.
Spain won the European Championship in 2024. They won the Euros. Oklahoma City, the obviously defending champions coming into this season. Young teenage superstar Lamine Yamal is the young man to know here. He is 19. He played in this tournament at 15.
That's crazy.
He is totally ridiculous. He is one of the best players in the world. And
at 19.
Oklahoma City being the power that it is, if they just had a little bit more history, this would be a perfect comparison. But for what these teams are right now, okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing this based off of a 20-year average. What these teams are right now in terms of how they could win the title, their odds to do it, their chances, I would say Spain, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Makes sense.
Justin, do you approve of that one?
Yeah, I like that one. I also was thinking the Chiefs in a way, just because that the powerhouse that Spain is and always has been.
Right. Oh, Yamal didn't play in 22. Sorry, he played 2 years ago.
Okay.
The Chiefs are a big powerhouse, of course, in the NFL. They are a collective team, and that it requires the whole team in order to win. It largely can be done by Patrick Mahomes, but he does need his collective to do it. So I was kind of thinking that one as a secondary comparison, but I think the Thunder work better.
So I had originally Argentina as the Chiefs.
Oh.
Because recent title, but not maybe the best odds to win it this year.
Okay.
History, always kind of around. Finally got over the hump, got a title. You know, like this would be like Boston Red Sox in 2018 when they won the World Series.
Yeah.
Difference is that this Boston Red Sox team isn't that great, and they've already fired their manager. So I would say Argentina is kind of a mix of the Kansas City Chiefs and the Boston Red Sox.
Okay. I rolled that. That's a really good team.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's
Absolutely.
a really good team.
Argentina is still very much in the mix. Very much in the mix to win this. A couple of these are really easy. Like Brazil, New York Yankees. Done.
Brazil, New York.
There I will hear no
History.
other arguments on who they are. Gigantic brand, 5 World Cup titles, most of any team, but their last one was 2002. Yankees haven't had that much success this decade.
No,
But they go into every tournament thinking they're going to win.
Yes.
Yankees every year have the resources and the tradition and the history of 26 world titles, 26 world titles, 26 world titles, 5 World Cups, 5. It's the same brand.
I love your hate.
Same brand. No,
Visible
I
brand.
don't hate Brazil.
Visible
I do hate
brand.
the Yankees, but
Yeah.
I don't hate Brazil.
Visible brand at all times.
The easiest one is England, Dallas Cowboys.
Really?
England, 100%. Dallas
Did they
Cowboys.
win early?
1966. And it's been their year ever since.
That's way early.
And I say that as someone who likes English football. I can't call it soccer when I'm talking about England, sorry. Someone who likes the England team because I watch so much Premier League, and those are just the players that I watch, and I enjoy their stories, and I like Arsenal, and I have since I was 10. So those are the players that I just relate to a little bit, and I don't know, I just love Arsenal so much that I want to put myself in the shoes of my fellow fans
Absolutely.
across the pond. Justin, those two are very easy.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Very easy.
That's wild.
2 more that are really easy. France, LA Dodgers.
Pay for everything?
LA Dodgers. I wouldn't.
That's where
that's where
Mbappe
it breaks
plays at,
down
right?
because
Pay for teams.
you
in the
can't
World
pay
Cup.
for a team in the World Cup, really. That being said, they're just the recent dynasty.
Okay. All right.
That's the thing. Like the Dodgers being back-to-back winners, France is always going to be really good in this tournament. Like Germany has not made it out of the group stage in the last 2 World Cups, which is insane since they won it in 2014.
Yeah.
So in the 2 tournaments that Germany has played in after winning the World Cup, they've not made it out of the group stage. So, which is also something that happened to Spain too in 2014 after they won it in 2010. So it is difficult to continue to reload. And most of the time, teams always change their coach after each World Cup. They just want new ideas. They want something new. You spend 4 years with these guys like, all right, you won us the championship, thanks. But Didier Deschamps, the manager, is still there. They have finished first or second in 4 of the last 7 World Cups.
That's insane.
France has. So, Dodgers.
Yeah. Dodgers, easily.
Next really easy one. The Netherlands are the Buffalo Bills.
Get close.
They have reached the final 3 times. They have never won the World Cup.
I like that one a lot.
Obviously, Buffalo 4 times. And where this gets even better, I think it's the best comparison. Their fans are everywhere and awesome. You will see the orange of the Dutch fans everywhere.
Yeah, they travel.
During this tournament. They travel, they do the they do the really fun like little dance in the streets and they're electric. Awesome fan base. Have so much respect for the Dutch. So much respect for the Dutch.
So much respect.
Portugal, LA Lakers, CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo is LeBron. Good team around him, but is the superstar that's old and still trying to do it at a high level helping the team or just kind of a distraction?
Yeah.
Jury's out on that one. Mexico, the New York Knicks. New York Knicks. But like if the Knicks weren't going to win the NBA Finals, because now they're probably going to.
Yeah.
Mexico has never finished better than 6th, and they haven't been better than 10th in 40 years at the World Cup. It is a team with a massive following, a massive fan base, massive brand. And then you look and you're like, wow, it's been that long since they were in the finals or they were in even in the semifinals?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Anyway, that's my best comparison for the Knicks is Mexico.
But you know the history is there. You know the love is there.
The love, the history, all of it. I think they're probably going to make a run, unfortunately, in this World Cup. They're going to group with South Africa, South Korea, and Czechia, and they are playing on home soil. And they will have a massive, Massive home field advantage.
I will give you the Green Bay
Unfortunately.
Packers for this one. A historic franchise.
Well, but they have titles, though.
What? Okay.
Mexico has no titles.
Right, but if you separate
Thankfully.
the titles and you just look at currently and see where they make the playoffs and how they they're a first run exit, a second run exit, they just can't make the championships since they did it.
As of late, I can see how that correlates.
I would say it's more Chicago Bears if we're going
but
NFC North comparison.
When's the last time Chicago made the playoffs before last year?
Well, that's the point. Mexico hasn't finished higher than 10th in 40 years.
It's just call them the NFC North.
Yeah, you could also make a Lions argument.
Yeah.
Couple quick fire ones. Your former employer, Pittsburgh Steelers, Uruguay.
It's been a minute.
6 Super Bowl rings for the Steelers. Uruguay has 2 World Cup trophies in the 30s and the 50s, and 15 Copa Americas, which would be like winning the AFC North. They're great at winning their division.
Whoa.
And then from there, it kind of breaks down a little bit. Uruguay, very good in the South American Championship.
That's also the 05-08 one, though, too. So, yeah.
11th best odds to win the World Cup, 66 to 1. They're kind of down a little bit this year. Then the United States.
This is terrible.
The United States, Ramon Foster, are the Carolina Panthers.
That's bad.
Carolina Panthers. Didn't exist until the late 90s. Carolina Panthers, United States soccer. 1994, U.S. soccer was born for a lot of people in this country. 1995, the Carolina Panthers are born for everyone in this country. Some exciting young players. They've had some really talented pieces. They just haven't always put it all together. And odds-wise, this is the closest equivalent to the United States' odds to win the World Cup and a team's odds to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
The United States are plus, depending on where you go, 5,000 to 6,000 to win the World Cup. Panthers are plus 7,000 to win the World Cup. So if you're asking yourself, like, oh, wow, could the U.S. win the World Cup? Think of it this way. What are the Carolina Panthers' odds of winning the Super Bowl this year?
That's tough.
And that's our chance to win the World Cup.
Like, it could be exciting, like you expecting
Bryce Young to complete a lot of passes.
Like, he's fine.
They need Christian Pulisic to score a lot of goals.
I get it. I'm going to be real with you. You need to type this up without the descriptions and release this. I want to release this for you. This is a heck of a break. We even have a watcher on YouTube saying this breakdown was needed. It was.
Oh, good.
This gives me a little bit more of an understanding as to what I'm watching.
Yes.
And the why.
Fantastic.
Like, I don't want to be rooting for a loser is what I'm saying.
We are going to confirm these comparisons with Lucas Panzica later in the show.
Yeah.
And we will see what Lucas thinks. And then we will put out the ones that we both agree on.
This was necessary.
615-737-1045 is our number. Just pick a team who is never in the playoffs, and that would be Italy, unfortunately, as well, considering they are not in the World Cup again this year.
So the Sacramento Kings?
No, I don't know. Dang it. I'm going to have to think who Italy is for Lucas. Coming up, Patrick Mahomes, the details behind his mega contract next.
It's Ramon Foster for Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. Good people, it is starting to heat up. So I'm telling you to go ahead and get my friends from Hiller over to your house, man, so you can look at that HVAC system, because we hate dealing with those issues, whether it's a plumbing issue or electrical emergency, man. Most of the time, you don't know what it will cost you if it get fixed right, or if somebody's trying to sell you something you do not need. I do know this. When you call Hiller, the experts are going to solve your problems quickly, and the price you're told is the price that you'll actually pay. And these days and times, man, you want to make sure that, hey, my budget is set. This is what I told them I'm willing to pay, and what the service is. Well, I'm here to tell you, there are no hidden fees or surprises on your bill at all with Hiller. They work with a lot of integrity. They've been in business for over 35 years, and are family owned and operated, so you know they care. Their techs, or the folks that show up to your house, are very professional, experienced, and trustworthy. And I'll put it this way, too. They leave your house better than when they found it, okay? Simply put, they put on the little blue shoes before they come in. They have their mats that they work on inside of your house. They're awesome. Their motto is, happy you'll be, or the service is free. To learn more about Hiller, to book with them, head over to happyhiller.com.
Wrapping up hour one on your Thursday morning. Ramon and Will, 615-737-1045, our number. Patrick Mahomes has 2 years added to his contract yesterday, reworked, tying him to Kansas City through 2033 at a value of $504.75 million.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can't say that with a straight face. The new money on his deal is worth $239.05 million, with the total value now at $504.75 from 2026 through 2023. The first 4 years are guaranteed at signing, and all of it becomes guaranteed through contract mechanisms. He can make up to $522 million through incentives and escalators. Here's how you know Patrick Mahomes is making a lot of money.
How?
They didn't even report this with the max value of the deal. Because if there's one thing that NFL reporters on a national level love to do, Ramon, it's tell us what's the most what's the most this agent is telling me that his client is making. That's the number I'm going to report out there. No. This is really a $522 million deal with incentives. And everyone else in the NFL gets the incentives lumped in with what the sticker is on the contract when all of that gets reported.
Tough. $64 million a year.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of cash, man. It's a lot of Kansas City Royals investment money right there. You knew this was going to be a part of it. Like, respectfully, I think you look at the NFL contracts and you see who's the best players in the league, what they're making. Okay, what is that guy making, who we think is a baby goat in this situation? And when Dak was making over 60 or making right at 60 with no Super Bowl, does he have an all-pro? Well, he's not Patrick Mahomes. You knew that Patrick Mahomes was just going to wait till this time of the year or right before the season kicks off and get the highest salary ever in the history of football. He's earned it. He deserves it. I think it gives him a vote of confidence coming off of his injury as well. Kansas City, I think, are still rebuilding. I don't know if they're strong contenders this year as far as the Super Bowl go, but they're a contender because why? They got Patrick. Kudos to him. I remember when he came into the league, I didn't know who or what a Patrick Mahomes was. We found out very quickly. He went, in my personal opinion, from being like, hey, the nice kid that everybody's excited to watch, to somewhat being a little bit of a villain.
Yeah, to the guy who was our, as a country, best chance of not watching Tom Brady play for Super Bowls.
Seriously.
And then quickly became, all right, who is our best chance to not let Patrick Mahomes play for more Super Bowls?
Exactly. And this, as long as this deal is, it shows a commitment to him, but not only just that, it gives him time on task as far as being a quarterback in Kansas City to rework a second tenure of Super Bowl runs. That's the way I look at this deal. This solidifies him down the line and say, hey, we will build around you again.
Absolutely. So, good for Patrick. Something finally goes his way.
Yeah, it does.
I did see this from Underdog yesterday on Twitter. This is kind of crazy. Patrick Mahomes is now set to earn nearly as much money per game as Puka Nakua's entire rookie contract.
Yeah.
Puka Nacua will make $4.08 million in his rookie deal. Patrick Mahomes will make $3.71 million per game this upcoming season.
The game has changed. The money has changed. These,
yeah. Well, it's going to keep changing too.
It is, and like the fascinating part is just throw this out there for the Titans' sake. Like, how do you? This raises the tide, right? This raises the level for everybody. Like, what do you need from Cam, or what does any young quarterback? What does Carolina need from Bryce Young to put him in the ballpark of this type of deal?
C.J. Stroud in Houston.
C.J. Stroud is another one.
You hope that Houston is dumb enough to pay C.J. Stroud anything close to that number.
Think about that. And at some point, you're going to have Joe Burrow, who wants to renegotiate.
Yeah, right.
Or these one-year quarterbacks. Like,
you hope this traps a lot of teams in and makes it harder for them to contend.
This is what you're hoping. Or at least like Patrick sets, or the Kansas City sets the cap of what nobody can go above. I don't know if there's anybody cooking more than what Patrick Mahomes is at quarterback. I know there's a lot of good talent. Lamar, oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. He just got a rework deal. No, Lamar may be up too soon as far as it goes.
Joe Burrow just got a rework deal.
Joey B just got reworked. Lamar, I'd guess, be close to 60 soon as well.
Real quick, I have an Italy equivalent that Lucas is not going to like when he gets
It's
here.
been wrecking your brain. What is it?
The Indianapolis Colts are Italy.
The horseshoe in the
A
boot.
championship in the 2000s.
Okay.
Italy did win the World Cup in 2006, but they are consistently the team that is the best that doesn't make the playoffs. Italy has not played a World Cup game since 2014. They have missed 3 straight World Cups. Always talented, then somebody will get hurt, then the sky will fall. Great fan base, and they just can't get over the hump to actually contend to their potential.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fitting.
Italy and the Colts. And they're both blue. So there you go.
And they're both on
Same
feet.
shade of blue.
And they're on feet. A horseshoe and a boot.
And that was talking soccer, as they say on Pardon.
You should release this legend, though.
I will.
I
Absolutely
think
will.
this is real good.
615-737-1045. Last night, Game 4 of the NBA Finals was electric. Tell you all the incredible numbers and trends and stats that changed on a 29-point comeback last night for the New York Knicks to take a 3-1 series lead after this.
7:02. Good morning, live from the Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs studio. I'm Justin Hawkins. A historic comeback from down 29 points, capped off by OG Anunoby's tip-in with 1.2 seconds left, gave the New York Knicks the 107-106 Game 4 win over the Spurs. Jalen Brunson scored 36 points, and Anunoby added 33 points on the night to lead the Knicks, who now have a 3-1 series lead and sit just one away from their first NBA title since 1973. Game 5 will head back to San Antonio this Saturday night. Tonight, the Stanley Cup Final continues with Game 5 in Raleigh as the Golden Knights and Hurricanes have the series tied up at 2 games apiece. Puck drop tonight is at 7 o'clock on ABC. Also, the FIFA World Cup officially gets started today with 2 matches. Mexico takes on South Africa at 2 p.m. on Fox, and South Korea takes on Czechia at 9 p.m. on FS1. And some NFL news yesterday. The Dolphins and center Aaron Brewer, they reached an agreement on a 3-year, $52.5 million contract extension yesterday. It makes Brewer one of the highest paid centers in the NFL. And the Chiefs, they're adding 2 years to quarterback Patrick Mahomes' contract, which keeps him in Kansas City through 2033 at a value of $504.75 million, making it the first NFL deal that's valued at over $500 million. For all your foundation repair, waterproofing needs, you got to go to USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Away we go into hour number 2 on this Thursday morning. Ramon Foster and Will Bowling. Ramon and Will with you for 3 more hours here on this beautiful day in Nashville. It is extra beautiful if you woke up a New York Knicks fan. Down by 29, the San Antonio Spurs take a 27-point lead in the halftime, only to score 30 points in the second half. 8 of 39 shooting with 10 turnovers. Ramon called it perfectly this morning. If you're just joining us, this was the basketball equivalent of the Atlanta Falcons blowing a 28-3 lead to the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Tough. This was, what do you even do about it? Spurs fans who were inside of that arena at the watch party, I'm sure Kleenex stock went up in San Antonio. Okay, I'm sure those big old women that Charles Barkley speak about, I'm sure they were wobbling all the way up and down the Riverwalk after that one. Wow. Tough loss, 29 points. Anybody that was watching it was flagrant in how they played in the second half. Just jacking up 3-pointer after 3-pointer, no real offense. They weren't even running the shot clock down. They were in transition, just jacking up the ball for no particular reason. It was a 3-on-1 situation, and they had guys like Vassell just shooting the ball just because they could. They thought that, hey, the first half would be, the second half would be like the first half. Miss Johnson, their head coach, no real adjustment other than a timeout. No set plays that he had for him. It was only so many times you could go to Wemby in those moments right there. Shout out to the Knicks. They never folded. That crowd was electric. They got on top of the Spurs. It was everything that you wanted and more if you were a Knicks fan. I'm talking about tears early.
Even just a neutral fan. I have no dog in the fight, and I found myself kind of cheering for the comeback and cheering for New York in this one. It was awesome. It was awesome.
It was. No, it was fun.
It's everything you could have ever wanted.
It was fun. And my rooting interest was watching Wemby. Wemby was electric to me. I thought it was good. You didn't get much out of Jalen Brunson early at all in this matchup. And again, when you had a team that's starving and has got the pressure, that's the other thing, though, too. I will say the fan pressure side of this, the superstar side of this, the alumni side of this for the Knicks was all on those players on the court.
And there's pressure that comes with that.
I was going to say, I don't know if people understand how that feels. Like when you have legacy players come back and watch you. Screw the celebrities. They got Walt Frazier there. They got Patrick Ewing there. Latrell Sprewell. Bernard King was in the building. Mm-hmm. Like we're talking about all of these guys. Can you imagine the conversation they've had with them? Like Carmelo, like John Starks ran on the court when it got within 3 points and just trying to get the ref to call a foul. I'm like, John, you need to sit down, brother.
Hang on,
this ain't your show.
Be cool. Just be cool.
But that legacy and the pressure of it for them to just a tip.
Yeah, right.
And then the other part, though, too, it's why in sports, coaches harp, Will. You've heard it. From the times you picked up a bat when you play football, it's the small things that win or lose games. Dylan Harper, inability or lack of box out, or just in general, not just him. It ain't just him. You have two guys on Brunson as he's shooting the three, so there's a free body somewhere. Ball goes up in the air. I remember my coach in 8th grade in the 8th grade, telling me, find somebody to block out. Coach Webb, RIP to him. Find somebody to block out. Nobody look. Everybody eyes up at the rim. I hate that when I watch, especially these moments right here.
It's ball watching.
Because it's just one of the moments do what the coach been asking you to do since training camp.
Put a body on somebody.
Put a body on somebody. OG Anunoby, though, legend. If they go on to win this, legend.
Right. And they're going to.
They're going to.
NBA teams are 37-1, Ramon Foster, in the NBA Finals, and they go up 3-1. Of course, the one was LeBron James upsetting Golden State.
Golden State, yep.
Blew a 3-1 lead. LeBron at that point with Cleveland. The Spurs tied the record for the third highest scoring first half in NBA Finals history and lost. It's 76 at halftime. Lost the game. Shot 82% off passes in the first quarter. Highest field goal percentage off passes in the first quarter of a finals in the last 10 postseasons. 19-point first quarter lead, the largest by a road team in NBA Finals history for San Antonio in this game. 30 points in the second half. I can't get over that. The Knicks led for 53.8 seconds in Game 4. That is the second lowest amount of time leading in a finals win since the merger in 76-77. Ridiculous what New York did last night. Absolutely ridiculous. We watched history.
The Spurs did all they could to lose that game. Like you saw youth show up, you saw inexperience in that moment show up too. People say what they want to about Mike Brown as a coach. He's got his team dialed in. I spoke about it. It was one of the two games that the Knicks won in San Antonio. And it was something as simple as Karl Anthony Towns wearing a New York Knicks hat at practice. Nobody else had one on. They had the camera on Mike Brown. Mike Brown goes over to Karl Anthony Towns and speaks in his ear, didn't embarrass him, about removing the hat. You should have saw the response on Karl Anthony Towns' face. He was like, "Oh, coach, my bad." It wasn't man, get the heck out of my face. You know how some players are who's got that level of superstardom? Man, get out of my face. None of that. So it gives you a little bit of the insight of how he's kind of got those guys in the shape about what's important, what's the main goal. Keep everything the same, and that's how they played. They dropped one last game, of course, but they responded. They responded by never counting themselves out. But I want to give all the credit to the Knicks, and they deserve it. They finished it. But the way the Spurs dropped this one.
I mean, here's the problem, though, that Knicks fans did last night. They made it more okay to boo your own team.
Yeah, they did.
Because Madison Square Garden was booing the Knicks as they were heading into the halftime locker room, down by 27. And so now the next time that somebody boos their own team as a fan base, which, again, do what you want. You pay for your ticket. Within reason, you can do what you want to do. However, you know my stance on I think it's dumb to boo your own team. Doubt. My personal opinion. They just made it cooler. Like, oh, well, the Knicks fans did it, and they came back and won, remember?
Yeah, I know. And again, this is what sports is for, to me. This is for any kid that watched the game and feel like, man, we'll just chalk this one up and just leave and go home. Like, I think when looking back at the way the Knicks closed this one out, it kind of dampens a little bit of Anthony Edwards going to shake the hands of the Spurs before the game was even over. Like, it kind of put a black eye on that moment for him, for me, because when Ant conceded to the Spurs with 8 minutes left, like this, the Knicks could have easily have done this, last night. Just we'll get them in San Antonio. Well, no, they went out and won on the floor. You were right too about which game you would have chosen to go to. You said the one last night.
Game 4.
You said Game 4.
Said I would. If I was going to sell my tickets to one or the other, I would have sold my tickets. If I was a Knicks season ticket holder, with getting the tickets at face value, sell Game 3 and be there for Game 4.
Be there for Game 4.
How many people do you think left early?
I don't think you can.
I don't think there were that many, honestly. It looked really full.
That was very full. That's one of those comebacks that just makes you mad, right? As a casual fan that I am.
On which side, though?
No, just a casual fan of watching the game. It makes me mad to watch the Spurs give that away like that, to score 30 points in one half.
Oh, no.
It just makes you mad because you got away from the exact thing that makes your basketball team. Team play, physical defense, and smart offense.
I'm gonna be
They didn't
real.
do any of that.
I differ from you on this one. I love to see a meltdown like this. I do.
I watched that whole second half just thinking, I don't want to watch this anymore because you could tell from the moment the third quarter was winding down and the Knicks were making their comeback, you could feel it. Then you could feel it. Because
I agree
the
with you
Spurs
there.
were getting away from what their offense is all about.
Man, I'm of the mindset, like, peel your eyelids back for real. Like, watch it.
Let the boy watch.
Let the boy watch.
Well, I was boiling to watch it, especially at the end when De'Aaron Fox just decided he did
Now,
not
that's
want
what
to
you're
hold
telling
on
me
to the ball.
As a neutral fan, you didn't want to see a comeback?
I didn't want them to win. I didn't
not?
want the comeback to
Let's
be
go ahead and get to
completed.
the-
That is you are in the minority on that one.
Let's
Because
get
I
to
feel
the
like
crux of it.
everyone else in the world
I'm
is
not-
like, I want a close game. Come back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I didn't want the comeback. I'm just saying I think 29 points and you give it away like that,
Yeah.
in the fashion that they did,
Sure.
made me mad for the Spurs and as a casual fan because I don't understand how you can do that as one of the top athletes in the world at your sport.
You know what I'm getting out of this?
All right.
You know what I'm getting out of this, Will?
Yeah.
Him and many others across America. He didn't cash out his bet at halftime. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, did you have a wager on this game?
I did not.
Brendan Sorsby back
But
here,
I would have
man.
been even more mad if that is the case.
We got a very own Brendan Sorsby back.
Daniel on YouTube makes a good point. Says, you pay $6,000 for your ticket, you ain't leaving early. That's true.
That's a very good
Not
point.
for that one. And give me
And
a
then
box of
you just
popcorn
suffer
on the way
through it.
out.
And then here we go. Fans booing can be motivation.
Do it.
Going
You
in
think
half-
that
they're
making
booing us.
millions of dollars and being on national worldwide television in front of God, your family, and the rest of the world would be enough motivation. I don't think booing going into halftime really makes that big of a difference.
At the end of the day, it was just bad basketball for the Spurs in the second half. That's what it comes down
Too
to.
many threes.
If you tell me
Way
that,
too many threes.
And then their coach not recognizing that they're bleeding and they need to cut the arm off. Like the arm that they needed to cut off
Graphic.
was a three-pointer. No, it was. Cut the arms off. Make them go left the entire time. Like that was flagrant on the San Antonio
sawing.
Spurs. It was. Lock them in a room. You know how to get out of here. The key's over in the corner. There's your chainsaw. What are you willing to do? Because clearly it wasn't enough. But shout out to the Knicks. That was graphic. this
There's
morning.
your chainsaw, he says. I don't think there's any coming back from
Winning a championship is hard to do.
Yes, it is.
You brought up a fascinating point earlier. You said, we say every single time, we'll be back.
Yeah, teams that do that last night often never make it back.
He's young enough, and in basketball, his impact is strong enough.
And I think they're the
Yeah.
outlier. Like, I think Wembanyama, the Spurs, this might just be a stain on their process of becoming a championship franchise again. But to be fair, how many times have we said that about young players in other sports and other leagues? And Joe Burrow is the best example so far for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Think about all this.
Different sports, apples and oranges, but still relevant.
I think it's easier to point out players in the NBA that had strong teams. Charles Barkley, for instance, right? Charles Barkley. I think you look at his situation like, whoa, and he went to
Chris
Houston.
Paul.
Chris Paul is another one. You think about all of these guys that miss out on championship runs. The Utah Jazz had everything that you needed them to have.
It's true.
And they never got there again. Like, and Savage brought this up last
Didn't have
week.
Michael Jordan.
They didn't have but think about that though. There's going to be
Bruce Pearl used to say that after Tennessee basketball games. We had Chris Lofton, and they didn't.
and they didn't.
Yeah.
I do think that Wemby, the league is probably his. I can't say without 100% certainty that the league is his. But this is hard to come back from. I don't know if they make it back 2 years in a row. Is the point?
615-737-1045 is our number. Coming up, maybe the Knicks are a one-hit wonder. Who in sports has been a one-hit wonder? I'm looking for athletes. I'm looking for teams. I would take coaches. Anyone in sports who is a one-hit wonder. The Ramon Will draft returns next.
When you start noticing cracks in the wall, probably like an NBA game we just recently, okay, or uneven floors, driveways sinking and separating, it's more than a home issue. it's a peace of mind issue. That's why who you choose for foundation repair and concrete leveling, it really matters. I trust United Structural Systems because they've been doing this the right way since 1994, right here in Tennessee. USS doesn't believe in quick fixes or scare tactics at all. They take the time to inspect, explain what's happening, and walk you through real proven solutions that are built to last. Whether your home needs foundation stabilization, crawl space repair, or concrete leveling for sinking sidewalks, patios, or driveways, USS uses engineered systems designed for long-term performance, not just temporary patches. What stands out is their integrity to me, man. If you don't need repairs, they'll tell you that. If you do, you'll know exactly before any work begins on it. From the initial inspection to the final repair, USS, they will listen, they will educate, and deliver results you can trust. So you can feel confident your home is safe now and safe for the future. USS is also introducing 24 months no interest financing, good now through the end of June. You can learn more, schedule your inspection at USSTN.com.
Ramon Foster, Will Bowling. Ramon and Will continues in hour number 2, ready for the draft to return on one-hit wonders in sports. Looking forward to this one.
This should be good.
I don't have a very long list for this. I hope I am prepared enough, but we're going to find out. I am coming off a win last week. So if you're unfamiliar to the draft, to do a stake draft, we pick a topic. We draft teams. We will go to your phones for undrafted picks. And then we put a poll out on who made the best picks. Mm-hmm. And then you guys pick who wins.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I'm here for this. This is such a solid one.
Larissa wants to talk NBA, though, before we get to that. We always let Larissa go when she calls in. What's up, Larissa? How we doing?
Larissa?
Hi, guys. Long time no talk to.
No.
And congrats, Ramon and Will. You guys, again, the best sports radio station.
Thank you, Larissa.
Thank you, Larissa.
And,
You're far too
for
kind.
anybody that thinks I work for you guys, no, I don't. But I just want to say, 104.5 Z-Zone is the best sports radio station.
Thank you.
I just want to say that, look, sports and music bring folks together, you know? Yeah. And it brings out passion. I'm not saying that in a romantic way, but it brings out, the chutzpah, everything that people are like, you can slap five, high five, you can do everything at a concert or at a sports, arena.
Yes.
And it's amazing. And I want, to actually say, I want this game to go to Game 7.
Yes.
I have family in both. I'm born in San Antonio.
Okay.
And, lived in New York. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a military kid. So, with all that said, and I don't want to get canceled like Elmo. People cancel them. They canceled Elmo. For saying, I just want everyone to be so lovely. But it was a good game, and I wanted to get to Game 7. But I just say, this is why Nashville is also one of the best places to have a Super Bowl. Because, come on, are you kidding?
Yes.
Nashville is like one of the best cities to ever be in. You got some amazing folks. You got a great sports radio station. And everyone rocks.
There we go.
I'm going to hang up and listen. And by the way, Mike, stop giving Don the business.
Thank you, Larissa.
And that's law right there, Larissa. Yeah, tell him.
Appreciate the call. We love Larissa. Absolutely right. Absolutely.
That's awesome right there. Do you? I kind of want to let David pop it off real quick. Just so will he steal one?
I don't want to steal one.
You don't want to steal one.
I'm sorry, David. We will get to you as soon as we're done with our call.
Yeah, I told him after.
I think this list is going to tick some people off too.
Okay.
I just how I'm crafting this together.
I'm adding more to my big board as we go right now. That I'm thinking about more.
Because it can go crazy.
All right. One season wonders or just one hit wonders, not just one season wonders. We are ready to spin the wheel, and here we go for the first pick. This is an important first pick to get, and what do you know?
Come on.
It is me. I promise you, I will show you the monitor right now. It is me.
Why? Because somebody's getting married?
Sure
is this your first wedding gift? To
I'm
yourself?
telling you, the wheel.
Would that be the worst thing?
The wheel doesn't like Ramon on here. Is what I'm telling you.
Would that be the worst thing?
Yes,
I mean, it does sound like my name. Just call me Wheel Bowling. No, please don't do that.
Nope.
All right.
I'm not doing it at all.
I will take my name out. Ramon versus Justin and spin. Maybe. I should probably click the wheel. There we go. Ramon gets the second pick.
Hey, you're not third this
Ramon
time.
gets the
Look
second
at
pick.
you.
That's right.
There we go.
All righty. I feel like the number one pick is so obvious on this. On one hit wonders.
Yeah.
One season wonders. When they put your name in front of the word insanity.
Yeah.
It just writes itself.
Yeah.
That's good.
Of course, Lynn Sanity is what we're talking about. Jeremy Lin, New York Knicks legend.
Good.
Jeremy Lin.
Yep.
That's good.
From Harvard to the world's biggest arena to the New York Knicks, he is the ultimate one-hit wonder who was never heard from again. Jeremy Lin is my first pick.
That's good.
That was the clear number one pick.
That's good.
I think there's a big gap between him and then who I'm going to take next.
Yeah. Okay.
That is who I'm going with, Jeremy Lin.
Because I feel like the rest of the picks kind of get clumped into one, but yeah, that's the
They do. Like, I kind of went for moments as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
No, I've got a couple of those too.
Yeah, I got
a couple of those too.
And I'm going back to New York. Okay, we're not going back to Cali. We're going to New York on this one. You're cool with this one?
Sure.
whatever you want.
Jeremy Lin, by the way, again, went from 2.5 points per game to a crazy run where he had 14.6.
No doubt about it. The person I got first up, let's keep the New York trend going. Let's go David Tyree.
Yeah, that was the clear next pick as well.
David Tyree.
That was going to be my next one back around.
The catch, man. Nothing really, materialized for him after that at all.
How many total yards do we think David Tyree had in his career?
In his career
yards.
I would go, let's go 790.
Justin?
790?
Yeah.
In
He
his
was a special
career,
teamer.
though?
Yeah.
He was a special teamer to begin with.
In his career. Yeah.
I'm going to go 1228.
480. Is my guess. No, that's my guess.
Oh, that's your guess.
No, that's my guess.
I thought you was giving the answer.
No.
Okay.
Survey says 650.
Dang.
Will wins
650.
on the under.
Yeah.
You get
If
on
we're
the
doing
under.
prices right rules, I win, yeah.
You went on the under. Jeez. Legend, though. Well, I don't think he still has to buy dinner. In
One
New
of the
York City.
greatest plays in Super Bowl history. No doubt about it.
100%.
No doubt about it.
Who you got, Hall?
All right, one-hit wonders. First pick, Justin, is who?
I'm going to go with one that I always think about when I hear about one-hit wonders, and that's Matt Flynn in 2011.
Oh, was not on my list, but that's a great one.
not make
I
That was
just
an
remember
omission by me.
he had like a 2-game stretch where
Yes,
he was
he
just
did.
unbeatable.
He got paid because of it, too. It
He
was
sure
never
did.
close to that.
He sure did.
Oh,
yeah,
golly.
I always go back to him because it was back in 2011. His single game performance against the Detroit Lions in
He was
January
terrific.
1st,
Yes,
2012.
terrific.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You go again.
Yep. I'm
Yes,
going to
you
go with a good one. It's an oldie, but a goodie, one that Coach Mack would absolutely love, and that's Peyton Hillis.
That was my next pick.
He was on
That
the
was my
list.
next pick.
He had one
That's
season.
not old.
It's not now.
It's 2010.
I mean, that's
I thought you were going to go
16
back to like
years
the 80s.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'd have to.
You
do
said
some
Coach
real
Mack
research.
would love it.
He would love it.
It was the Peyton Hillis side of it. I'm right.
But anyways, he had what was like 1,400 yards of total yards.
I'm going to go with an old one. OG Ananobi. This has really been a while.
Well, he is the OG, right?
Yeah, there it is. That's a good one. That's a good
Let's go.
one.
Victor Wembanyama, you know?
No doubt.
Shut up.
Just giving you a hard time. Yeah. I'm just mad you took my pick.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Got a good one. I don't want y'all to take. I got some good ones.
Well,
Who's it on? Who's it on me?
It's you. It is
right.
your pick.
Maybe don't
This
take your
is
own pick.
Your pick.
I might get all three of my picks in.
Oh, you only
Not
get
right
one.
now.
Not
You
right
can
now.
take one. What are you talking about?
One at a time.
I took the NFL world by storm. Do you hear me? Absolutely ruled college. I thought he was going to take the league over.
You're going to take another one of mine.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah, I was gonna do that next. That was my next pick.
Love the human.
Because you lived it.
Oh,
That's what I thought you'd probably take it because you did. You played in the game.
I was on the sideline watching it.
I
That
know.
ball went in the air. It was the longest ball I ever saw in my life, just floating
oh man.
right over there. And Demaryius Thomas, man, R.I.P. to that
R.I.P.
brother, man.
Yeah,
God.
absolutely.
And moving on. Tim Tebow, though,
Yeah,
second on my list. What
that's a great one.
was anybody more influential in the uptick of social media than he was
Oh yeah.
in that era?
Yeah,
like
no.
who's been that influential? Like other than planking, like
Oh gosh,
Tebow was
Planking.
it.
Holy
Like seriously, other than planking, nobody was more influential right
Yeah.
now. Nobody's done what Tebow's done other than like planking.
Yep, you're right. You didn't really have that kind of level of social media
Interesting
stuff until
angle to take.
Kaepernick.
It was on the tick up though. Like
Yeah.
that's when like
Nothing
Twitter was
since
up.
till Kaepernick.
Yeah,
Yeah. One season wonder. My second round pick is Super Bowl winning quarterback Nick Foles for a one hit wonder. Nick Foles.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Year 2, 2013. He was obviously great, but filling in for the injured Carson Wentz, goes on a run, wins the Super Bowl in the 2017 postseason, February 4th, 2018. 28 of 43, 373, 3 touchdowns and a pick. He had more yards in his postseason than he did in the regular season by a wide margin. He had 537 passing yards in the regular season that year and had 971 in the postseason. And then again, was never really the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
Never really the same guy after
Agree.
that. So Nick Foles is my second round pick.
That's a solid selection right
I'm
there.
going to stay somewhat recent because I think I can sneak through one actually old one, Justin, not 2010. One throwback that I think y'all will not remember. Ramon won't remember it. But I'm going to go a little more recent. 2012.
It's so old.
Because of injuries, Robert Griffin III.
Oh.
3,200 yards in 2012
for
him.
Won Rookie of the Year.
Was Rookie of the Year, and then obviously it all went downhill very quickly.
Crashing down.
That's a great selection right there.
RG3. At 2013, he was still good as well. He'd throw 200 yards each of his first 2 years. One hit wonder, probably a bit better of a description than one season wonder, but even still, his second season, his quarterback rating was 82. He had 16 touchdowns, 12 picks.
I mean, the way he took off.
And then from there was...
You thought he was going to be the face of the league.
There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I agree with you that one.
Man, that's old. Okay. Go ahead, Ramon. You got another old one?
I got another old. Do I want to go player or do I want to go... man, let's go Eddie Lacy.
Oh, okay.
Eddie Lacy.
Eddie Lacy.
I didn't even think about him.
I didn't either.
1,178 yards, Rookie of the Year. I think he had... It's kind of unfair to say one hit because he had a decent second year.
But he was fine. But then after that, it went down.
As far as a career, it tanked. And that's what I'm kind of going right there. Like, I got 2 coaches on my list. I'm like, I got to get another player here. I'm going Eddie Lacy because with the team that they had, the momentum that he had, the Rookie of the Year, the amount of yards, Eddie Lacy, I think fits the bill on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eddie Lacy.
Yeah, Eddie Lacy.
Not on my list, but I think that's an acceptable pick. Acceptable pick. Justin, your final 2 picks, please.
Yeah. I'm going to go. I just thought about this one just a little bit ago. The 2010, another old one for you guys. I don't know if you remember this one. 2010.
Oh my gosh.
The Butler Bulldogs and their one shot away, Gordon Hayward's failed attempt to beat Duke in the national championship game. And then they obviously, Brad Stevens moves on to the NBA eventually. And the Butler Bulldogs just kind of come back to their earth.
I mean, Brad Stevens can be on this list. I mean, as far as taking the big
as far as
leap
NCAA
forward,
tournament, yeah.
I mean, he won the
Fair.
He's
No
good
doubt. I'll give you that.
in Boston.
For sure.
And then the other one I'm going to go, there's so many avenues you can go with these.
Butler, too. Butler was still pretty good for a while, though.
They fared okay.
I don't know if I love
They had
that.
a little smoke behind them still.
Yeah.
They were in the second round of the tournament, 2013, 2015, 2016, Sweet 16, and 2017.
Hey, don't save him now.
Okay, well, I don't know.
save him now. Will, are you
Okay.
trying to win or what?
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Okay, so the last one I'm going to go with is the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2017.
Yeah.
You make it to the
They were
AFC
hot.
Championship game, and then Blake Bortles is Blake Bortles.
They were hot.
You could have just said Blake Bortles.
I
Honestly.
kid you, right?
Listen, if y'all were just telling me you're bringing the belts out on me today, I'd have just stayed at home. Okay, Will brings up
Another
the
game that Ramon played in.
They smacked us
Hey,
on
I'm
the way
not the
to
one who
New
picked
England.
Tebow. You're the one who
I
picked
did
Tebow.
pick Tebow with the moment. Yeah, no doubt about it.
We're all smacking
They smacked
on
the
you.
heck out of
Even
us.
yourself.
No doubt about it, man. So that's 2 good ones right there. My last one, if we're going,
Yeah, it's your turn. It's your last pick.
Ed Ogeron.
No.
Oh,
He wrote
That's
that
a great one.
That is a good one.
2019. He wrote that well.
Yeah, think about that.
Every first rounder that he could have thought of, the perfect scenario right before COVID. I mean, what a cliff that he was on at that point in time. Ed Ogeron, though, from that point, tanked, and they gave him $17 million to walk out the door, and he happily did. Ed O. I don't even know how he became a head coach.
That's a great question.
I mean, I truly don't know how he became a head coach.
I mean, Les Miles left and he was there.
He was the interim one, right?
Yeah,
and then he became head
He
coach.
did enough to take over.
And he was enough.
That's how he became.
He was enough for the Bayou. Yeah, no doubt.
Yep. All right. Well, this one I'm a little surprised made it this far. Either way, I'm going old school here. I don't know. I'm going to go Buster Douglas
That's a good one.
for my last pick. Buster Douglas.
That's solid.
One of the greatest upsets in sports. And again, but the reason why I was maybe not going to do it is because That was also because Mike Tyson was so not ready to fight, as much as it was Buster Douglas was. But still, he was literally a one-hit wonder.
Yes, he was.
Knocking out Mike Tyson.
I remember that
42-1 underdog.
Yes.
Around the same odds as the United States winning the World Cup. Not that far away at all.
Not at all.
And knockout in the 10th round.
Yeah.
And it was defeated by Evander Holyfield in his only title defense. Yeah. Okay. What do we miss?
Good list.
Let us know. 615-737-1045. I was between two options for my last
solid
pick. The other one that I'm surprised nobody picked, Ickey Woods.
Ickey Woods is another one.
Ickey Woods shuffle.
Sure was. Shuffle.
Had 1,066 yards, 15 touchdowns in 1988. His career finished with 1,525 yards.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He had 500 more yards in his career. I was between Ickey Woods and Buster Douglas for my last pick. But that was my whole board. That's the only guy I had on my board who I didn't pick.
Could have said Malcolm Butler in 2015 with his interception.
Oh, he was still good, though, right?
He played well.
But that was his moment. He didn't really have a moment like that.
That is far from like David Tyree, though, just doing nothing.
You could have said Matt Nagy, Coach of the Year 2018.
I thought about him. He's on my list.
Former
Nagy's on
almost
my list.
Titans legend.
Yeah, former almost.
Leicester City in the English Premier League.
Okay. Well, I trust
One
you on
of
that
the all-time upsets in terms of a championship in sports history. You know, they've been relegated twice now.
No way.
Leicester City. They won the title. I appreciate you acting like you care. 10 years ago, they literally won the title. They won the English Premier League, and now they are in Football League One. That is insane.
Football League
Totally
One is lower
insane.
tier.
That is 2 divisions below the Premier League, which Arsenal won.
Some sneaky ones that didn't make it. John Gruden.
Oh, okay.
I
can live with that.
I went with Ed O for the Southeastern Conference side of this thing. I mean, John Gruden is most definitely in there. He made it to the playoffs again after they got knocked out in the wild card.
You know who I did think of?
Who?
Vince Young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of downhill after his rookie season.
Yeah. Vince
Young, a little bit of a one-hit wonder.
Easily. I got another one for you coming out of college, though. Coming out of college, Jadeveon Clowney to the NFL.
Clowney's not bad. I also would have accepted Landale White, although part of that was just he was joined by Chris Johnson.
That's true.
Like, that was less to do with him not being that great. I mean, he still had 15 touchdowns his 08 season. He just had CJ2K taking a lot of those snaps and rushes. He was just taking touchdowns.
And he came in to clean up a little bit.
So that's why I didn't pick him. But I was curious if somebody would pick Landale White.
I got another one for you.
Trent
Richardson.
Smash and dash, but that was a one-hit wonder.
That's true. I was almost between but this conversation could easily be bust versus one-hit wonder because I'm looking at also Trent Richardson. Is that a bust or one-hit wonder?
Yes.
Both.
Yes, it is.
Trent Richardson's in that
both.
conversation. Bama's got a lot of guys on this list, too.
Oh.
I mean, I don't feel bad.
He never, though, Trent Richardson's one good season, though. He had 950 rushing yards. He never had a 1,000-yard season in the NFL as the 3rd overall pick.
Just looking at the number
insane,
3 overall
man.
pick, though, and he got washed out within 1 year, I felt like, as well.
Yeah, right. Isaiah Wilson on that one field goal unit.
I should have pandered to the crowd on that one.
He never hit.
I should have.
You got to hit to be a one-hit wonder.
It is. It's one and
Lynn
done in
Sandy,
Nashville.
Jeremy Lin was cooking, and then all of a sudden, who?
Jeremy Lin. Yeah.
Played for 20 teams.
Yeah, I'm seeing a list. Run Dane.
Yeah, solid.
Another one.
Who do we miss? 615-737-1045. Give me your one-hit wonders in sports. Coming up next. Credit card interest rates are up over 29%. Most folks are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. What's up? It's Will Boulding. Here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at near 3-year lows, so act now. Go to loanpronto.com, see how much you can get in about 60 seconds. That's Loan Pronto with 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 615-499-5780 or visit loanpronto.com, 615-499-5780 or online at loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLS consumeraccess.org. Wrapping up hour 2 on Ramon and Will, looking for your one-hit wonders in sports. 615-737-1045. The teams, again, that we just drafted. I have Jeremy Lin, Nick Foles, Robert Griffin III, and Buster Douglas. Ramon has David Tyree, Tim Tebow, Eddie Lacy, and Ed Orgeron. That's a lunch table that'd be interesting to sit at. Justin has Matt Flynn, Peyton Hillis, Butler basketball, and the 2017 Jacksonville Jaguars. David in Lebanon, who you got for a one-hit wonder?
This hits home to me because I used to be a Dolphins fan, but 1990, Scott Mitchell.
Scott Mitchell.
Okay. Scott Mitchell. Thank you.
He was a quarterback. He was a quarterback for the Dolphins, and everybody thought he was going to be great. Went to the line, signed a big contract, had the most passing yards for that year for the Lions, and then just died.
Oh, geez.
That's right.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's right. 4,300 yards in 1995. Yeah.
God,
I like
tough.
it. Thank you, David. That's
Thanks
good
for that submission right there. I didn't even know that one.
That is not a bad one at all.
43. Oh, my gosh. He almost bounced back in 97, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to Ryan in the borough. Hey, Ryan.
Morning, Ryan.
It's actually Brian.
Brian,
come
sorry
on,
about
Hawk.
I blame the phone.
that. What you got, Brian?
So this one is one that may have been a little unfortunate because he had to sit behind a legend literally for his whole career. But then when he had his shot at Tennessee in his senior year, T. Martin.
T. Martin.
That senior season.
I agree
he
with
really
you.
did some good stuff.
He really did, and I look at him almost like the Clowney situation. Like you win a national championship, or you have a big college moment, and then you don't do a whole lot at the next level. Like you're not a failure, but it is just like, well, I wish I could have saw more of him. I'll ride with that one, Ryan. Yeah, I'll ride with that.
And had he not had to sit behind Peyton for 3 years, who knows what he might could have done if he'd had another year at UT. But
no doubt.
Anyway,
good call on that.
Thank you for the call, Ryan.
Appreciate it, Ryan.
Yeah, T. Martin.
Brian, my bad.
Brian, yes, Brian.
Sorry about that, Brian.
Brian.
I blame the phones.
Emphasizing the buh.
Listen to him.
Is this Ori? Ori in Nashville next. What's up, Ori?
Morning, Ori.
Hey, good morning. I just wanted to bring up Cardale Jones, the third string quarterback from Ohio State after Braxton Miller, T.J. Miller, J.T. Barrett, and then winning the Big Ten, and then the Sugar Bowl, and then the CFP, and then, just having the best run ever, and then kaput, man.
Yep.
Crazy.
I
Very
agree
fair.
with you there.
Thank you, Ori.
Had the body type, had
Appreciate
the
the call.
arm, had the team.
That was on my list, actually. I forgot about that one.
Cardale.
I was going to mention that one, too.
Definitely in that conversation.
Cardale Jones, for sure.
Quarterbacks are going to be frequent in this conversation.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
I saw somebody bring up Brock Osweiler at one point, too.
Oh, Brock White. That's another good one.
That's a good one.
Another very good one.
Good one.
Matt is in Chapel Hill. One-hit wonders in sports. What's up, Matt?
Who you got, Matt?
I'm going to go back a little bit before Brian on the Tennessee quarterbacks and Heath Schuler.
Heath Schuler.
Heath Schuler.
Very successful human being, right? Very successful. But, yeah, it did not pan out the way you needed him to. No doubt about it. Heath was in that Tennessee quarterback conversation.
Okay.
There's another quarterback.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt.
Appreciate the call, Matt. Out
Good
of
stuff.
Chapel Hill.
Is this 6-1, Justin?
I think 6-1's called in before.
6-1. Who you got?
Who you got, 6-1?
Yes, 6-1 called in before. I'm the one that gave you Salaganzi, man.
That's right. That's exactly right.
No doubt. Good morning, good brother.
Good morning. So check this out. None of y'all thought about this. This is a little comic relief this morning. But none other than Al, Mr. Football Bundy from Married with Children. He had 4 touchdowns in a game.
That 86 championship game. The 86 game, man. Yeah, I'm with you. Al Bundy most definitely makes the list. You remember he tied himself up to the goalpost, too? He wouldn't leave the field. I love and Married with Children.
Leave, man. That was his highlight of his life.
It was.
If he had never got married, what would have become of Al, Mr. Football Bundy?
No doubt about it. How many of us got high school teammates like that, though? Oh, my gosh. I got a few.
I like it. Thank you,
Appreciate
6-1.
it, 6-1.
Appreciate the call. Good stuff. Al Bundy.
Al Bundy makes the list.
Trey up next. One-hit wonders in sports. Go ahead, Trey.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
We're good. Good morning, Trey.
Hey, Bone, my best friend was your teammate back in Tennessee, Marcellus Johnson.
I remember Marcel. Yes, I saw Marcel his last fall. As a matter of fact, man, he's doing good for himself.
Good. Hey, my one-hit wonder is Sam Congatto, the Green Bay Packers running back.
Sam Congatto. I'm not familiar with him. I'm gonna have to look him up real quick.
Okay.
How was his fall off?
He had a stint with the Packers, and then he went to the Texans. He got signed by the Texans and just never did do anything after that.
Sam Con is his name.
Sam Congatto. Yeah, that's a pull right there. That's a great one.
That's a great pull right
Thank you,
there,
Trey.
too. Appreciate it, Trey.
Appreciate the call. Good stuff.
Out of Liberty, too.
582 yards as a rookie with the Green Bay Packers. He finished his career with 972 yards in 4 more seasons.
Nigerian as well. Born Nigerian. Sam Con.
Jackson is next. One-hit wonders. What's up, Jackson?
What's up, Jackson? Who you got?
What's going on, Ramon Will? Hey, guys. Just on the NBA note, my one-hit wonder is Bubble T.J. Warren.
Okay.
Wow.
Bubble T.J. Warren. Okay.
T.J. Warren, wow. The bubble tricked a lot of us, man. That's the first thing that pulls up on him is T.J. Warren bubble stats. That's crazy.
That's
to me.
a really good one. I forgot about that. Thank you, Jackson.
Appreciate it, Jackson.
Appreciate the call.
Yeah, he just kind of, where is he? He's with the Westchester Knicks right now.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe he'll get a ring.
Maybe he'll get a ring. God,
yeah.
It's tough.
Scored 80 points in the 4 playoff games of the bubble.
Listen, man, cooked.
Not bad.
You're hot.
Eric and Dixon. Go ahead, Eric.
What's up, Eric?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
All right. So most of you guys probably maybe don't remember this guy, but a lot of our listeners will. It was a guy who played for the Cincinnati Reds. His name was Chris Sabo, and he came in and ended up being an all-star one year and played with them a few seasons after that, but he had a really good season that one year and then was never anything after that. Chris Sabo, he wore glasses.
Yep.
He was a real nerd. And he's still beloved up there. Everybody loves him, but he was a one-hit wonder for sure.
He had a scandal too, a corkback scandal as well.
Oh.
Was this during the home run era that he ended up having this, or was it before that time? Okay.
Yeah, no, yep, that's right.
Wow.
Corkback and everything. Yeah, that was during that time.
Jeez.
So,
Appreciate the call.
Good submission right there.
Good stuff. Thank you, Eric.
I love the fact that we are getting people who are saying, like, yeah, personal, like, I thought he was going to be good.
Uh-huh. I'll tell you what, there are a couple baseball ones before we go to break, and we will get to as many of these calls as we can before we got Mike Golick Jr. coming up at 8:20. The 2019 Washington Nationals, total one-hit wonder. Partly because Anthony Rendon, their third baseman, who then went to L.A. and just doesn't want to play baseball anymore. He's always hurt. Anthony Rendon would be a good one here for one-hit wonders. Chris Davis, remember him? And how good he was. He had 53 home runs for the Baltimore Orioles in 2013. He still did hit 47 in 2015, and then he just forgot how to hit. He struck out 219 times in 2016, hit 221. Then he hit 215 in 2017. He hit 168 in 2018 after getting a huge contract for hitting 53 bombs in 2013.
I got a guy. No, we're loaded with calls.
Yeah.
Dontrell Willis.
Yeah, I actually, when I was looking up options for this last night, you get a lot of D-Train. A lot of Dontrell Willis. Yeah. He was so good when he was on.
That pains me.
Oh, he was so good.
That pains me to do that.
So good. 615-737-1045. More of your submissions on one-hit wonders in sports. Plus, where did Tennessee and Vandy rank in ESPN's college football power rankings over the next 2 seasons through 2027? We'll talk about that next.
Good morning. Live from the Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs studio, I'm Justin Hawkins. A historic comeback from down 29 points, capped off by OG Anunoby's tip-in with 1.2 seconds left, gave the New York Knicks the 107-106 Game 4 win over the Spurs last night. Jalen Brunson scored 36, and Anunoby added 33 points to lead the Knicks, who now have a 3-1 series lead over the Spurs and sit just one win away from their first NBA title since 1973. Game 5 heads back to San Antonio this Saturday night. Coming up tonight, the Stanley Cup Final continues with Game 5 in Raleigh as the Golden Knights and Hurricanes tied in their series 2 games apiece. Puck drop is at 7 o'clock on ABC. Also, the FIFA World Cup officially gets started today with 2 matches. Mexico takes on South Africa at 2 o'clock on Fox, and South Korea takes on Czechia at 9 p.m. on FS1. Some NFL news yesterday. The Chiefs, they're adding 2 years to quarterback Patrick Mahomes' contract, which keeps him in Kansas City through 2033 at a value of $504.75 million. It makes him the first NFL deal valued at over $500 million. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you got to go to USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Second half of the show, getting started on your Thursday morning. Ramon and Will, totally loaded phone lines on one-hit wonders in sports.
Yeah.
Mike DeCourcy writes for TSN, Big Ten Network, NCAA brackets for Fox Sports, Sporting News. Writes in and says, Will wins mostly because of Buster Douglas. Does Justin know Butler made consecutive national championship games?
That was a flop.
That's not your best work. No, it's not your best work.
No. I should have gone with Davidson with Steph Curry because that truly was a one-hit wonder. If it wasn't for Steph, they would have never been where they were.
Even better, George Mason.
George Mason
would have been an acceptable answer. Would have been an acceptable
What
answer.
year was that again?
Oh, what year was that? Was it like 05? That's my
I feel
guess.
like it was later, like 07.
George Mason, Final Four was in 06.
06. Look at us. We split it.
Right on. That's exactly right. That was Billy Donovan's first title at Florida.
Billy Donovan, was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Ramon Foster, Will Bowling. We just did a draft of best one-hit wonders in sports. I think I just learned also that in order for your vote to count in a Twitter poll now, you have to have a blue check mark. What kind of dumb crap is that, Elon? What are we doing, man?
Smell like broken here.
That's crazy. That's awful if that's the case. So I think we have 3 votes because, and I did go to the Zone Twitter account and I voted for myself because you two had. I voted for myself on my own account, but it didn't count because I don't have a blue check mark. So then I went to the Zone account because it has a blue check mark.
If we take votes away, then I'll log in and I'll revote.
Well, you can't. So tough. If you have a blue check mark, at Ramon and Will on Twitter to vote for our best picks. We go back to the phones. Ethan is in the borough. What's up, Ethan?
Hey, what's up? I'm kind of surprised I didn't hear this. Taking the local angle, Nick Westbrook-Akine.
Oh.
Nick is in there. We reeled off some.
Yeah, we did talk about that off air.
Yeah. Oh, God. NWI.
Well, now he's a Colt, too, so I understand throwing a little bit more slander his way.
Appreciate that,
Thank you, Ethan.
That's
Appreciate the call. Appreciate the call. The thing with NWI is, though, that even in 2024, he only had 497 yards.
Yeah.
Like, I know he had 9 touchdowns, but that was pretty consistent for what he was over the course of his career. That's why he wasn't a one-hit wonder to me.
Absolutely.
Wes is up next for one-hit wonders in sports. Go ahead, Wes.
What's up, Wes?
All right. I got the hometown kid, LaMarcus Coker from the University.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I'm a Vols fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a local kid hater.
No.
He upset me.
Same. We thought we had the UT version of Reggie Bush, man. Like, golly.
So much talent.
Reggie Bush. I was thinking Jamal Lewis. I thought we had somebody going to hit the hole.
I thought Reggie, because of, like, his ability to just get outside and go. I think when LaMarcus got to UT, he recognized he can just beat every defensive lineman down the line like that, and it kind of crushed him. You know how it is with elite athletes. When you meet your match sometime, it can make you fumble.
Yeah, right.
And one more. I was thinking while I was waiting. I forget his first name, but the quarterback at Tennessee, Steven.
Nick Stevens.
1 year.
Nick Stevens.
I was rooting for Nick. I much rather have had Nick Stevens as my quarterback.
Thank you, Wes.
Thank you, Wes.
Thank you for the call.
I wanted to block for Nick. Nick
Really?
was so cool.
Really?
I'd much rather him over Crompton at the time. I couldn't understand the Crompton love affair.
2008.
Yep.
He
wanted Nick.
I don't know though. He's not a one-hit wonder because he completed 48% of his passes.
But the hype though.
Dude, the hype was around Crompton. Crompton was the 5-star.
That dumb friggin' offense we was running.
Yeah.
Nick was just cooler though.
And Crompton ended up having a good end to his career with Kiffin. But.
Crompton, never mind. I won't speak on that. That was it. It split the locker room.
Okay.
Bad.
Jared is in Shelbyville up next. What's up, Jared?
What's up, Jared?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man.
Morning.
I got I don't know what you qualify as a one-hit wonder, but this is more like a one-game wonder. Kenny Britt.
Kenny Britt?
25 against Philadelphia.
Okay.
Touchdowns.
That checks out. I'll be real with you. When you have that, you're supposed to have at least another like 160 after that. Probably never even touched it. That checks out to me, Jared. Most definitely.
Thank you for the call, Jared. Appreciate it.
Kenny had the size. I mean, come on.
It's not a bad one.
Not a bad one at all.
In terms of if you're considering a game versus a career, then yeah. 7 for 128 against the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
And the legendary touchdown in the back of the end zone. Sam in Chapel Hill next. What's up, Sam?
What's going on, guys?
Morning.
I just got in the truck about 20 minutes ago, so I'm not sure if anybody said this yet, but David Tyree,
Yeah.
the famous helmet catch.
Yes. That was the number 2 pick that Ramon made in the whole draft.
It's solid, though.
Okay.
Solid.
Yeah, he never caught another pass after.
Yep. I agree with you, man. Was a special teams beforehand, but he a New York legend now.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sam.
Great call.
All right, guys, thank you.
Appreciate the call. You know ball. Mike in Lebanon up next. What's up, Mike?
Morning, Mike.
Good morning. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
This one is a little bit on the leading edge. Caleb Williams is going to be a one-hit wonder.
Oh,
projected
the best season you're going to see out of the guy. Bears fans aren't going to want to hear it, but you look at all the underlying metrics, the guy's going to fall off. I know he's a freak athlete, but I think he's going to have a massive fall off with a tougher schedule this year. And I think you've already seen the best of him.
Mike, who are you a fan of?
I'm a Titans fan.
Okay.
I'm a former Bears fan, so maybe I'm spitting a little fire.
You are.
I get that. I feel you.
But I'm a diehard Titans fan now. Moved here 7 years ago. I'm all in, and go Titans.
What team? Hold up, Mike. What team does Caleb play for?
The Chicago Bears.
No, he doesn't. It's the Indiana Bears.
That's right.
I wasn't trying to set you up. We just had to go down that lane, Mike.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate the call. Good stuff. We did get a lot of people in our YouTube chat say Indiana will be a one-hit wonder in football.
This is true.
I do not agree with that opinion, but I respect calling your shot.
What about the 2025 Texas Tech? Somebody
yes,
said that.
I want to put that one in there. Hell yeah.
They got a lot of money.
They're trying to ruin it. They're trying to ruin it.
As long as cars still use oil and we as a world still use oil, Texas Tech's going to be at least okay. Daryl in the borough. What's up, Daryl?
What's up, Daryl?
Hey, happy Friday, Junior, guys.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Being from West Tennessee, growing up being a Cardinals fan, Ramon.
Yeah.
You're kind of a Cardinals fan,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I teeter that line, most definitely.
All right, I'm going to go with David Freese back in the 11 World Series.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yes. That checks out.
That's a good one.
That is a good one, too, man. I appreciate you calling in from West Tennessee. I mean, from the borough.
Yeah, bounce around.
Thank you, Daryl. Appreciate the call.
I got some high school teammates that make this list. I mean, from college.
David Freese.
Rest in peace, but Daniel Brooks make this. Oh, my gosh.
Sure.
Yes, he does.
Sure.
He makes that one. Coker makes this list. Demetrius Morley makes this list.
Derek Rogers
makes his list. I mean, we could go down the list of.
I mean, there's probably a lot of Giants fans who would say Jalen Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt makes this list.
Let's go to Andy in Clarksville. What's up, Andy?
First of all, I hope that you and Peyton have a wonderful wedding and a great honeymoon and a great marriage.
Thank you, Andy.
So
Appreciate
good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
I want to reach back to, as my son would say, the olden days, to 1988. It's a man who still holds the Super Bowl rushing record at 204 yards, and most people probably don't know his name, Timmy Smith. He had a single game where he was amazing and then fell off the map, didn't even gain 500 yards the next year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Timmy made the list numerous times.
I like it, Andy.
Yes.
Thank you for the call. Appreciate it. That's a good pick. Very good pick. Him and Icky Woods, both.
Icky Woods, both of them.
Similar situations. All right, we got two more really quick. Eric and Adam, got to be quick. We'll start with Eric in Nashville. What's up, Eric?
Who you got?
Hey, good luck. Yeah, good luck Saturday. The guy just stole the one I was going to say, but I got a backup one.
Okay.
Clint Long of the Dallas Cowboys.
Clint Long.
1974, came off the bench Thanksgiving Day. Roger Staubach got in at 11, injured, led to victory. And, of course, I think he got cut from the team because he and Roger Staubach allegedly got into a fight. That's what I heard the report. So I don't know how that happened. But, guys, that's mine. Guys, y'all take care. Talk to you soon.
Thank you for the call.
Eric.
Appreciate it, Eric.
That's right, too. Fourth quarter comeback, game-winning drive in 1974.
I knew Eric would be
Clint
locked and
Long,
loaded, ready to go.
Big time. 6'1" quarterback.
Dwayne tweets us. I thought about this one. Rick Ankiel.
Rick Ankiel?
Rick Ankiel, who had to switch from a pitcher to a hitter because he got the yips.
Really?
Could not even find, like, the batter's box. He totally, you look up that video and throw some salt over your shoulder. Ankiel.
Okay.
Rick Ankiel. And then he became a hitter and worked his way back up to the majors again as an outfielder. And it was pretty good.
Story.
But yeah, Rick Ankiel is a great one. I thought about that one too earlier when we did baseball. Adam in Nashville gets the final undrafted pick. What's up, Adam?
What's up, Adam?
All right, I got the final one. All right, yeah, this is another throwback, but the Boz, Brian Bosworth.
Brian
the second
Bosworth.
coming out of college, and then just completely flashed out. So, yeah, that's my pick.
I like it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Adam. Appreciate the call.
Golly.
The Boz, number one pick in the 1987 supplemental draft by the Seattle Seahawks.
We got a submission from Robert Walsh, man. Says Jonas Gray. He ended up having 100. Oh, where is he at on this? Jonas Gray. I have to look Jonas Gray up, though. On this
Me too.
Bert,
Jonas
you gotta
Gray
tell us.
from Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Which Mike Golick Jr. is about to join us here in just a moment. 89 carries for 412 as a rookie in New England, and then his career ended the next season.
Yeah.
As a member of the Dolphins and Jags.
Insane, man.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Was he
Bert
the
knows
Super
ball. We know that.
Bowl hero against the Falcons?
Oh, dang. He had 37 for 201 against the Indianapolis Colts, November 16th, 2014. That's exactly right. He had a third of his career yards in one game.
Jeez.
So yeah, he is Jonas Gray. No, he was
I
long
knew
gone by
Bert
then.
would come from left field.
2014 New England. That is maybe the best pick of the day. That's fantastic.
What a time.
It's off the beaten path, so it's a little more lesser known, but dang, that's a good one.
Only Bert will remember that one.
We'll ask Mike Golick Jr. about this coming up. One of our very good friends, ESPN.com has got Notre Dame as the number one power-rated team in college football over the next 2 seasons. Mentioned before the break, Vandy 33, Tennessee 18 of power ranking college football Power 4 teams over the next 2 seasons. We'll be joined by Mike Golick Jr. coming up next.
It's Ramon Foster for Medical House Calls. Good people, where's healthcare designed for your life? They're available to you 7 days a week from Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. They have same-day appointments available to you if you need something in a hurry, or you can wait just overnight, next day guaranteed. Everything that you need from primary health care, urgent care, IV therapy, medical weight loss also. I'm here to tell you, for a flat fee, okay? You can get an evaluation, full exam treatment plan, and prescriptions if you need it. The cool part is the website. You can go directly to the website or you can call them and somebody come over to you as soon as you need them to for the most part. I had a sickness coming on during the show a few months back and I said, I have to go get me some meds or something. I reached out to Medical House Calls. They came to my house later that evening and the next day I felt amazing. This is what it means to bring the concierge back to medicine. You don't have to sit in those waiting rooms. You don't have to go to urgent care. You can be at the comfort of your dwelling wherever you are, and they will come fix you however you need. And these aren't just texts. These are real doctors and nurses that come see you. Again, the website is medicalhousecalls.com, or you can call or text them 615-838-2375.
Hour number 3 of Ramon and Will continues in studio on a gorgeous Thursday in Middle Tennessee, unless you are local and cheer for the Spurs. He's Ramon Foster. I'm Will Bowling. Pleased to be joined by our very good friend, Mike Golick Jr., TNT college football analyst. Every time we have Mike on, we get to football, we get to food, we get to life. And so who knows where we're going to go this morning. What's up, Mike? How are you?
Mike?
What's going on, guys? Is everyone recovered from that game last night? I felt like that was good to flex some muscles like that before we get back to football season because I'm exhausted.
I mean, truly, it felt like a linebacker blitzing up the middle and sacking the quarterback. What OG Anunoby did getting to the rim last night to tip that thing in. And I have no rooting interest, Mike, but somehow this is a New York team that's likable. Like, what makes this team so likable? For those of us who are in Nashville, Tennessee, I'm not an NBA guy, and I am totally captivated by this series.
I feel like it's at its core, Jalen Brunson, right? Like a guy who has maximized his physical abilities, has been kind of the scrappy underdog, was looked at as someone that even when he signed there in New York, people weren't exactly fired up about it, and turns out to probably go down as one of the best, if not the greatest free agent signing, certainly in Knicks history, but maybe one of the better ones in NBA history if they really pull this off. So having him at the core, but I mean, God, you look at the way guys have stepped up because he hasn't played great this series, and OG is the latest to do that. Karl Anthony Towns early in this series was looking like a finals MVP. So I don't know. I mean, listen, for me, it was going to be easy last night. Taylor Swift showed up at the Garden. So I immediately was like, oh, okay, it's a wrap. Like, whatever you thought was going on from Game 3, Game 4, they said, hey, we got to dust off the big guns here. We really need to figure this out. And so they got that Tay Voodoo back on the sideline with the Haim sisters, and it was a wrap.
So I appreciate that because Mike Golick Jr. with us. So full disclosure, Mike, I am marrying a big Swiftie on Saturday, and we have been following a lot of the news and reports that like maybe this was their wedding weekend this upcoming weekend. And so when it was dropped that it was like, it might be June 13th, we were like, oh my gosh, like, are we the same wedding day as Taylor Swift? And my fiance is like, oh my gosh, it's just meant to be. There is a world where this was just her bachelorette party last night, right? Like, I mean, it's not impossible to draw those conclusions.
Oh, 100%. I mean, listen, if you believe that it's going to be in New York, congratulations to you, by the way. Mazel tov, that's awesome.
Thank you.
But if you believe that it's going to be in New York, then yes, a bunch of friends out in matching T-shirts at a big event looking like they're having a good time does seem very bachelorette party-esque. Obviously, super tight with the Haim sisters. Awesome to see there. I was a big fan of Alana's Nickelback shirt, so all good things there. Yes, you know what? We could only hope. That would be phenomenal. I'm so thrilled for her, and what a night for her and the rest of the honestly, the Knicks celebrity row becoming a main character in all of this too. Just having like Timmy Chalamet and Ben Stiller and all these guys cutting up. Larry David's losing his mind with every play last night. I thought he was going to fall out when Josh Hart missed that dunk late in the game. So it's been, I guess you've had every bit of the experience of what I thought the Knicks in the finals from a fan perspective would be show up in this. And then you sprinkle Taylor Swift's maybe bachelorette party in on top of that. And now we've achieved nirvana.
Man, we're talking about Mike Golick Jr. this morning. Mike, listen, you brought up Larry David. Can we? I know we all have costumes, okay? Like certain people wear beards and mustaches. Some people wear certain types of baggy clothes or small clothes all the time. Larry David got the hair. Can we just get rid of it? Like, it's so far back right now, man, that there's no reason for him to even hold. Like, when we see him, we see bald guy. We don't see hair in the back. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's worse than Mr. Burns.
I never understand that with, I'll call them some of my brethren, because there was a while where, your boy held on for a little bit too long. I always say it was like a bad fairway up top at the end for me. When you go out there and like the summer sun is just completely singed certain parts of it, and you need that friend in your life. The problem is now it's built into the look for him. Like, to your point, you think bald, but with Larry David, we know we're kind of getting something closer to the Friar look. And so I don't know if you can part with it now, but he needed someone to help him, because everyone should see what it's like when you come on home. Derek White, we brought him into the fold a couple years ago, and he's been an all-NBA defender ever since.
It's True.
This is true.
Not a single lie was told.
Man, why do you know this history so well, Mike?
Hey, listen, it's a brotherhood. We all keep tabs on each other. And when we see someone that needs a little bit of help, we all talk about it at the next meeting. We just try and see if we can make the transition as easy as possible.
No doubt. I got somebody in our YouTube chat talking about some, hold up, Ramon, Larry David is I'm not denying he's a legend. Like, but we'd be okay
he needs to
if
be
he
a
went
balder
bald.
legend.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
We'd be okay if he's bald, Mike.
Move out of the cul-de-sac.
No doubt. We're joined by Mike Golick Jr. this morning. Mike, I have a question for you, man. I don't want to steal this thunder away from the NBA, but we got to figure something out. How have you guys, and I do mean you guys at Notre Dame, been able to figure out college football, the money, the network, better than everybody else? We got Brendan Sorsby out here becoming an adjective almost, okay, as far as his betting. Don't Brendan Sorsby that thing, okay? How? Or verb it, I guess. How's Notre Dame been able to do college sports, money, designation of money, deals, and everything else right?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things that went into this. One, like it's always the right ingredients and the right people, right? And I think when you look at Marcus Freeman and his approach, like the one thing I've really appreciated about the way that Marcus Freeman has approached this is, what do we hear from almost every college coach now when they get in front of the microphone? Some sort of complaint, even the ones that are the haves, even the ones that are doing well. You hear a lot of complaints about the system. We got to fix this. We got to do that. Like, I have never once heard Marcus Freeman come to the microphone and author any sort of opinion like that or about that or complain about what's going on. They're just out there going about their business. And so I think that's one, like, you've got a head coach that is so invested in the recruiting process and so bought in to how they're going to do this. You've got the institutional support. Like, none of this works if the money doesn't work. And Pete Bavacqua, the athletic director, the folks at Rally, their collective, all seem to have an understanding of, all right, we had a choice when this all started. We could sit back and we could say, hey, the academics of Notre Dame will recruit themselves and all the things that we've heard in the past, or we can play the game in the modern way, the way it's needed to be played right now. And they made the decision to commit to that. And you've seen, financially, I saw the article the other day, Pete Sampson over at The Athletic does a great job covering the Notre Dame beat. And he interviewed a bunch of anonymous, Power 5 GMs and coaches. And they said, based off what they've heard outside of maybe a handful of teams like LSU and Miami and a couple others at the top of the game, there's not many people outspending Notre Dame right now. And so you make that institutional decision. But then I think the third factor in all this is Notre Dame had one of their best seasons in recent memory in 2024 as this was all really changing, right? Really, like the last 2 years, we've seen NIL go to a different stratosphere. And for Notre Dame to have some of its biggest postseason wins in decades in that postseason run in the lead up to the Ohio State game, you had that winning begets more winning. You had the advertisement that goes on when you get to play on those big national stage postseason games. And so you wrap all that up together, and I think Notre Dame's had a lot of good stuff to sell if you're Marcus Freeman, but they've also had the right people still selling it, and they've somehow maintained that identity that is true to Notre Dame and the promise they make academically, and using that as an added element to try and lure players into South Bend.
Mike Golick Jr., our guest here this morning on Ramon and Will. It's interesting, you get the Notre Dame AD in Washington giving the case for a Super League by talking about what a schedule for a Super League would look like, and then also saying, by the way, no one wants this and I don't want it either. Meanwhile, I'm thinking about all the television executives salivating, Mike, all around the country, thinking about, like, who says no one wants this? We want this. Is there a world where college football is fixed without a collective bargaining agreement between players? Tennessee AD Danny White has been on the forefront of this. Feels like it's gaining more steam, Mike, as you know. Where are you at with the way all of this gets resolved in the most practical way possible?
I mean, it is the most practical solution, and I don't say that it's the most simple because we all understand. I mean, Ramon was a part of a league that's been collectively bargained for decades and had so many people do the hard work of getting to the point where they were with how that operates at the NFL level. And so, he understands better than I do about how that all operates, but to get there would no doubt be a difficult road. But when you look at every one of the problems that people point to of what ails college athletics right now and college football, if we want to zoom in there specifically, almost all of it's fixed by having a collective bargaining agreement that judges. how many years of eligibility you have to play, the length and veracity of contracts that players sign and how enforceable they are, rules like what would govern this situation surrounding Brendan Sorsby and what we've seen go on with these gambling allegations and now the punishment and the injunction and all these things. Like, all of it could be woven into a collective bargaining agreement in a way that eliminate so much of what we've seen, which is just rogue courts and judges being able to come in and grant rulings that might not be far sweeping and precedent setting all the time, but can no doubt have a massive impact on each season. So, I still don't know if they're going to take that bite at the apple just yet, but the more you line up the things that people have pointed to and been frustrated by, the clearer it becomes that there's one answer that can really help with this, and it's the CBA.
Mike, I know Notre Dame, looking at this season, we were talking a little bit earlier about ESPN did this article on power rankings over the next 2 seasons, and Notre Dame is number 1 as the team best set up for success through 2027. When you look at this 2026 season in college football, who do you classify as the elites, and who would you put in that top tier of teams that you feel like have a legitimate shot at winning a national championship?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of familiar names from last season, right? Oregon, as soon as Dante Moore and so many of their great players wanted to come back, kind of a la Penn State 2 years ago, you knew they were instantly going to be a national title contender. Julian Sand, Jeremiah Smith, and Ohio State, all the weapons. They always reload talent, even though they lose a bunch to the NFL. So in the Big Ten, you've got teams like that. We'll see if Michigan can take the step up again this next year and try and do something, a little more closely resembling what they did a few years before. You're going to have Georgia still in the SEC. Everyone believes that Lane Kiffin, LSU, bringing in Sam Leavitt could instantly provide the juice that program needs. And then, Indiana, your reigning national champions, bring in Josh Hoover, I think is going to be awesome. Miami, I actually think got better at quarterback. Carson Beck went in and played some darn good football for a team that lost in the national championship game. And now you look, I truly think they've improved at that spot to go along with a roster where Malachi Toney is going to come back instantly as one of the best offensive weapons in college football. And so I think those are a few of the names that are going to be kind of the surefire locks in this conversation. You're going to have Notre Dame mixed in there as well, and you'll have some teams that have the talent to maybe do it, returning production at quarterback to do it. But I think you're looking at a lot of the upper crust there of the teams that I think really have a good chance to go and challenge and win it all.
Speaking of challenging and winning it all, money plays a huge part in that, man. There's this dude out in West Texas that's got a lot of it. What do we think of Texas Tech and this Brendan Sorsby situation? I mean, their AD is coming out. Mike, he's 22. You've been in compliance meetings before gambling was even a part of this. You knew and I knew that all we could do was probably play some cards. Online betting, Mike, has always been off limits. What are they thinking? Do you think it's okay or what?
I don't. To your point, this to me has been very black and white, and I understand what people say. Well, look at how much all these different leagues are profiting off gambling, and look at how many commercials are on in the body of these games and all that. It's like I understand, and Brendan Sorsby, who is now clinically diagnosed with a gambling disease and an addiction and all these different things. Like if you want to believe in the truth of that and take it at face value here, you can have some empathy and say, man, there is a lot more exposure to this. But at the same time, like you said, everyone's always known the game, which is you can't bet on the sport. Because at the core of it, it's the integrity of the game conversation. It's all the protect the shield stuff. It's this idea that we got to make sure everyone knows the game is untainted. And if you look at even the specifics of the Brendan Sorsby case, they can point to the fact that, yes, he never bet on his team to lose or anything like that. But it's just what it opens the door to mentally for fans to say, all right, well, what else could be going on? It's not to say that this is even going to set precedent, because I heard Jay Bilas talking about this the other day on the Ringer Press Box in a way I thought was really good. Like, this is one judge in one case. This does not mean that the floodgates are open for everyone right now, because the specifics of each case could be different. The judge in each case could be different and all this, but it invites doubt, and you can't have anything that invites doubt. It doesn't make Brendan Sorsby a bad guy. It doesn't even make Texas, like I saw Cody Campbell, their big booster, coming out and saying people are, treating Texas Tech like they're evil, like they've done something awful, like these guys have committed crimes. I don't think anyone of value is actually saying that Texas Tech is evil or this is bad. But I think people are saying, hey, this is one of those things that's always been a third rail issue and just one you don't touch. And I think everyone right now, so much of the strong reaction we saw from coaches, ADs, everyone else, is just people stunned because I don't think they ever thought, oh, this would be a thing that could be called into question because we have all known exactly why this exists the way it does.
Sure.
That's true.
Mike, on the way out, I'm putting you on the spot, but I know you'll have an answer for me on this. Freddie from Germany has become America's best friend on Twitter. If you could take Freddie at any time of the year to a sporting event that his European mind would be most unable to comprehend, where would you take Freddie from Germany, who is traveling around the United States?
Oh, man, this is a great question. So I was thinking about this because I've seen the reactions to the different college football stadiums. So I would say rodeo would be a really interesting one. Like, I know overseas they've got bullfighting, so there are certain things that are analogous, but I feel like just, again, so much of this has been like Southern Americana for these guys rolling through the southern parts of the U.S. So let's get them to a rodeo. You know what? Honestly, with the food version of this, no. All right, never mind. I figured it out. I want to take them to Red River in the Texas State Fair.
Oh, yes. Best of both worlds.
I want to explain to a European that, yes, these people deep-fried Coca-Cola.
Yeah, they did. And butter.
That's so perfect.
And butter.
Red River is the perfect. Yeah, because you're also going to get like the more Western, rough around the edges Oklahoma fans and like their jerseys and jorts. And then you have the Texas higher class, the polos tucked into the khaki pants with the cowboy boots and the cowboy hats. You're going to see how both sides of that rivalry live.
No doubt.
It's very good.
Mike, does he understand that some Lucchese boots might cost him $8,000? Like, does he understand that part of this trip?
I don't think so, but a lot like Knicks fans who are now dealing with financial repercussions that'll affect them for the rest of their lives trying to buy tickets to MSG, sometimes you got to shoot first and ask questions later.
I love it. Perfectly said. Mike Golick Jr., our guest here this morning on the show. Mike, always appreciate you, man. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Mike Golick Jr. with
Red River. He's
Red
right.
River is the perfect
Easy.
answer.
Just hold him here.
Because it is the biggest event that also is going to have a football game and like a dang good football game going.
Like a tailgate and like everything involved.
Yeah.
He gets it in one weekend. He's never seen brisket that big.
No.
He's never seen brisket that big.
The only other one I would think is such a unique college football game, if I was taking just someone who had no idea what all this was about, would be Army-Navy.
Army-Navy? Yeah, I get
because
that.
The flyovers are not normal for them.
We'll be a little cleaner on that.
I've seen a lot of that on social media of like, you guys use your military planes to like fly over the stadium? Heck yeah, we do.
Then if you want to be real button up, you take them to that one, but then bring them back down south and take them to the world's largest cocktail party.
Yeah, see, there you go. There you go.
There's so many different options.
It's very true.
He's just now getting started.
World Cup hasn't even started yet.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
Did you see that Freddie went to Freddy's?
I did see that.
Burgers?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
And on his road trip in Alabama, they said, we've discovered a musician named Ella Langley.
Oh, yeah, no, that tweet is amazing. Hold on, I'll find it.
It's fantastic.
I want to quote him word for word.
Freddy's is an underrated burger spot.
It is very good.
By the way. I just want to give a kudos to them.
So originally, he posts a video of them driving down a 2-lane road somewhere in Alabama listening to Ella Langley, which is a very perfect way to drive down a 2-lane road in Alabama. Says, the best discovery of our road trip has been a musician called Ella Langley. I love that they say called instead of named. We had never heard of her before, but after hearing her on pretty much every country radio station, we've become big fans. She's basically the soundtrack of our trip. Then he replies, we had to keep quiet for the video. Normally we're belting this song out every time it comes on, and I think it's one of the ones from her new album. And then he posts a couple minutes later. 10 minutes later, she's already on again. Then he posts an hour later, you can't make this up. I made the photo above and we got to the hotel. Now we checked in, relaxed a bit, got back in the car, and the first song we hear is Ella Langley.
Ella Langley. That's how you become big. They play it over and over and over and over again.
Incredible. 615-737-1045. I want to dive deeper into ESPN.com's power rankings over the next 2 seasons in college football. Interesting stuff we'll talk about next. This is what a car of Germans is telling Ella Langley right now, driving through Alabama. Ramon Will wrapping up hour 3. Lucas Panzica going to stop by, preview the World Cup, which starts today. He'll be here in a half hour. Already here in the building. He'll be on the show in a half hour. Big Ella fella.
Big Ella fella.
Big fan. Big fan. ESPN.com says Vanderbilt is right in the middle of Power 4 teams power ranked over the next 2 seasons. You're right with Vandy being 33rd at ESPN.com's power rankings for 2026 and 2027?
Yeah, I mean, Jared Curtis, 5-star most definitely, but he's going through the same thing I think most universities will go through, or at least the perception of him, until you prove it. The legend hasn't been built yet as far as being a college coach. I don't think with a strong standing legacy of Vanderbilt football is solidly built either. What I mean is the questions of it. I think it's fair for them to be in that position right there, just outside of the top 25, but the ability to climb up if Clark Lee and his group most definitely move up. There's just not enough there. And the fact that a lot left with Diego Pavia as well.
Adam Rittenberg, the writer of this piece at ESPN.com, and does say that Vandy moves up 15 spots from last year's ranking of where teams were expected to be over the next 2 seasons. Was at 48 going into last season, now at 33. Adam Rittenberg explains his reasoning, saying the next 2 years will show if Vanderbilt is built to overcome the departures of players like Diego Pavia and tight end Eli Stowers, the Mackey Award winner and an NFL second-round draft pick. Jared Curtis is a significant addition, headlining a solid recruiting class, and Vanderbilt added several talented transfers along the offensive line. At safety with Clemson's Ricardo Jones, and at wide receiver with Old Dominion's Ja'Cory Thomas, who will complement returnee Junior Sherrill. The team added 2 blue-chip transfers out of 17 this winter, according to ESPN Recruiting. Other than quarterback, Vanderbilt's immediate concern is building depth along both lines after losing so much experience.
All right. That's not a diss. I just think that's appropriate. Like, if people actually did journalism like this, and it makes sense, it'd be a lot less uproar when it comes down to how you judge teams based on expectations and stuff like that. I think that's appropriate for Vandy. That, to me, just gives them a lot of room for growth, and it's just where they are, too. They're in a growth period with where they are as a squad.
Adam Rittenberg has moved Tennessee from 9 to 18. Yeah. Over the next 2 seasons in his power rankings of every Power 4 college football team. He mentions quarterback. Yeah. Says the denial of Joey Aguilar's eligibility bid means Tennessee will have a new starter. Vols didn't land a transfer, but Vols didn't land a transfer, even though they did in Ryan Staub, but transfer that was expected to start. Right. Says have 2 decorated prospects with freshman eligibility. George McIntyre was ranked number 109 in 2025 by ESPN.com. Faison Brandon was number 14.
Wow.
Says Tennessee's inability to land an experienced transfer quarterback could jeopardize the 26th season if McIntyre or Brandon don't blossom. Tennessee's portal losses, he mentions, says included Lance Hurd, a multi-year starter to Kentucky, edge Caleb Herring to South Carolina, corner Ricky Gibson to A&M, and safety Boo Carter to Colorado. And the team had 5 players selected in the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Says the number 8 recruiting class via ESPN.com should help the next 2 years, especially on offense with Faison and wide receiver Tristan Keys, a top 10 prospect. Nothing groundbreaking there, but the fact of the matter is that there were teams who recruited better. Yeah. And there are teams with much more stable quarterback positions as well.
Again, appropriate judgment of the Vols. The slide, most definitely, you said we're going from 9 to 16?
18.
9 to 18. Quarterback. What are you as a quarterback right now? We know you got a coach that's been there and played before. We understand that the defense got a name as far as defensive coordinator go with Jim Knowles. It's a matter of being good at I think they're very good of the high tier 2s, not one just yet.
Who would you say is best set up for success over the next 2 seasons in this sport? 2 seasons in this sport. I've already given away the answer. But
Ohio State.
I would also say Ohio State.
Texas.
Adam Rittenberg says it's Notre Dame.
I mean, Mike Goley Jr. pretty much laid it out, too.
C.J. Carr has a chance to win the Heisman this year.
A lot of people high on him.
Absolutely. And
Very
they should
high
be.
on him.
Absolutely should be. And, Blake Hebert and Noah Grubbs, the 2 options behind him, why Adam Rittenberg says, given the crowded quarterback class the reason why he's saying Notre Dame is best set up for success over the next 2 seasons is he's on the NFL draft radar, but could still come back for Notre Dame in 2027, considering how crowded the upcoming quarterback class is.
It wouldn't shock me if C.J. Carr went before Arch Manning in this year's draft, the way people speak of him.
That would shock me, to be honest with you.
It would not shock me. I've just listened to people who are in the Big Ten country speak about him that played the Notre Dame at a high blip. He is a generational guy. Nobody's talking about him because Arch is in his class right now. It's not my words. It's their opinion of him as a quarterback and what he means to Notre Dame. Of course, you know the legacy of his parents, grandparents, everything that's been involved with it.
Right.
He's checked the box with that.
Grandson of national champion coach Lloyd Carr.
Yeah.
Both of them with big family ties to where they are. Arch Manning and C.J. Carr.
And Notre Dame's going to be front and center.
Obviously, nobody from the Mannings went to Texas, but just big family ties to live up to.
It's football. Yeah, no doubt.
Interesting. 615-737-1045 is our number. Coming up, Game 4, the NBA Finals, was absolutely electric. We'll talk about that. Plus, Lucas Panzica coming up at 9:20 will preview the World Cup with us. All that and more still to come. Final hour of the show next. Hey, it's Will Bowling for my friends at Fleet Feet Nashville. I have been a friend of Fleet Feet Nashville since I was in high school. And as a former SEC distance runner, I understand the value of getting in the right pair of running shoes. But here's the best thing about Fleet Feet Nashville. Regardless of your skill level, experience level, whether you are training for 5Ks or you just want to get out and walk around the neighborhood, Fleet Feet has the best advice and the best shoes out there for you. But not just the shoes. It's all the other gear. It's the inserts. They're going to take a scan of your foot and understand the exact type of shoe that you need. And their team of experts will give you the best advice to make sure that you're not hurting yourself as you do get in that pair of shoes. Every foot is different. Every need different. Fleet Feet understands that. Head online, fleetfeetnashville.com to find out more. They've also got free events, run clubs. They're going to connect you with other members of the running community. That's what running's all about. Good shoes, good friends, good miles. Check them out online, Fleet Feet Nashville at fleetfeetnashville.com. Hey, it's Will Bowling. Is your home's air conditioning keeping up this summer? Well, Lee Company has you covered. If you have unfortunately made the realization that no, the AC unit is going to need repair, it's going to need that maintenance done, just to make sure we're getting cool air in the house. And cool air in the house is critical, as you know, this time of year. Well, Lee Company's team of professional technicians will give your home's AC a tune-up as well as seasonal cleaning and maintenance to help you stay ahead of the heat and humidity outside. Don't let that AC fail this summer. Head on over to leecompany.com to schedule your appointment today. Maybe I'm talking to you because you have realized the AC unit's not working very well, or maybe everything's working perfectly and you'd like to keep it that way. Don't wait until something breaks down to make sure that your AC unit is ready to go. Get Lee Company out there. They're going to take a look at things for you, do that seasonal cleaning and maintenance to keep you ahead of Mother Nature. Head online, schedule your appointment today at leecompany.com. That's Lee Company, all you need.
9:02. Good morning, live from the Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs studio. I'm Justin Hawkins. A historic comeback from down 29 points capped off OG Anunoby's tip in with 1.2 seconds left, giving the New York Knicks the 107-106 Game 4 win over the Spurs last night. Jalen Brunson scored 36, and Anunoby added 33 points to lead the Knicks, who now have a 3-1 series lead over the Spurs. They're also just one win away from the first NBA title since 1973. Game 5 will head back to San Antonio on Saturday. Tonight, the Stanley Cup Final continues with Game 5 in Raleigh as the Golden Knights and Hurricanes are tied in the series 2 games apiece. Puck drop tonight is at 7 o'clock on ABC. The Hurricanes are the favorite at -162 odds. Also, the FIFA World Cup officially gets started today. 2 matches on the slate today. Mexico takes on South Africa at 2 o'clock on Fox, and South Korea will take on Czechia at 9 p.m. on FS1. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you got to go to USSTN.com. Breaking news once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Away we go into the fourth and final hour this morning on Ramon and Will. Ramon Foster, Will Bowling, Justin Hawkins, our producer. 615-737-1045 is our number. I've got a problem right now.
Uh-oh.
I have a poppy seed stuck in my throat, and I do not know how to get it out. So if you want to tweet at us or go to the FN and Bing chat on YouTube, how do I get a poppy seed out from...
Not even your teeth, because I was going to recommend it.
I got it. No, it's not my teeth. That would be a much easier problem to solve. I'm drinking a Sprite. I looked on Google, and it said carbonation helps. So if you're wondering why I'm drinking a Sprite, if you're watching on Zone TV, that's why.
Yeah, I suggest you go get some crackers, like some of those peanut butter crackers in the vending machine. I was also supposed to bring some here because it's paying $175 for some crackers is insane.
Is that what it is in our vending machine?
I think it's like $175 for like 6 pieces of crackers. Like, absolutely not. So I got some at the house. I just been forgetting to get them, but that might be, you might just spend $175 right now. Well, it's about your throat.
It's not. It doesn't hurt. It's just really annoying.
Just tedious. This is
really annoying. I'm not going to have an everything bagel for a long time. This is awful.
You were just bragging on everything bagel, too.
I know. I love everything bagels.
Yeah. It was fine.
Well, maybe not everything.
Maybe not.
Because now you got the poppy seed.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
There you go. See, Hawk is a truth teller.
I thought the bubbles of
everything bagel.
I thought the bubbles of the carbonation would help. Like, should I eat something else?
Yeah, I'm telling you should.
Crackers?
Bread probably
It's
does.
nothing you can pick
Crackers
with your
or
finger.
bread.
No.
He can gag
I'm going to
himself.
throw up if I... No.
He can gag himself, Hawk. Hawk just want to see the world burn right now.
Yeah, what are you talking
He's close
about?
to baby fever. That's what it is.
Oh, God.
He's
There's going to be a
close.
lot of throwing up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, the next time I see Justin, we will have, God willing, both had very big life events.
Potentially.
No,
Right.
these
She's tracking a little late. You may be here.
She's tracking a little late.
Yeah.
Because I
That means she's coming
am
early.
back in a week and a half. I'm back on the 23rd.
You're back on the 23rd.
After today. Yeah.
Okay, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Good
He's
little time away.
due on the 25th.
Okay. All right. Well, then I may be back then at time.
June 25th. You'll probably be back on the 23rd.
Well, when I get back, we'll be entering the silent month of the NFL calendar.
Titans said whenever they Stoney said Will's flu game is incoming.
I have tried like gargling
That was
water,
good.
and that didn't work either. So I don't know. I think I'm going to get some crackers.
I legitimately do think it's a situation where you might end up needing some crackers. You got to get something to take the seed down.
This
How
is like
the
a
heck is it
forceful
stuck?
cough situation. This is, yeah.
Forceful cough?
Yeah, like,
I turned the mic off. That way y'all couldn't hear me cough.
still heard it.
I don't know. I did feel it like move around a little bit, but now it feels worse.
You did feel it move around?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Riveting radio we're doing right
yes, it is. Everybody's been there
Really
before.
riveting.
But it's
That's
crackers.
exactly right.
Crackers is going to do it, though. I'm telling you. That's your fix right there.
I hope you're right. All right. Tyler says, eat some bread that's crumbled up. Had same issue with a fish bone, and it saved my life. Oh, my gosh, a fish bone.
That's great.
That sounds way more intense than what I've got going on. This is more just a nuisance.
right there, yeah. You ever
crumbled
swallow
up bread?
fish roll?
I mean, I do still have a bagel,
Eating some crappie
but
or
then
some
there's more
brown?
poppy seeds on the bagel. So then what if I get a new seed stuck in there?
What? No. Well, finish it. Hey, power through this thing. Do you own that
Well,
seed?
but
or
there's
does the
just going to
seed
be
own you?
more. Well, right now the seed owns me.
You're not supposed to fall victim
If I
to the
wait
seed,
long
bro.
enough, maybe a bagel plant will sprout from my mouth.
Yeah, maybe. Just don't go take a drug test.
That too.
There you go.
That too. NBA Finals Game 4 last night. Knicks 107, Spurs 106. NBA teams, Ramon, 37-1 when they're up 3-1. Think the Knicks get it done in 5?
Yeah. It's at that point. Momentum's in their favor. There would be no better celebration than for them to go win on the road. By the way, that would be 3 straight losses for the Spurs at home, too. Like, when you think about that, like, they made it up this far to lose in front of the home crowd each and every time. The only dub they've had has been on the road. There might be a stronghold there. I got a feeling they will fight. The issues that they have is it was self-inflicted. That's where New York's got to be careful. The Knicks have to be careful because this loss was an inside job. The head coach for the Spurs didn't make the adjustment that he needed to. They would not stop shooting threes. They didn't just get in a set and just run. Like, that was flagrant. That was malpractice right there. There's 2 reasons that game at the end was lost. One, got to box out. You have to box out OG Anunoby.
Right.
Like, this is going back to organized basketball when you first start playing in the 6th and 7th grade in middle school. Box out drill.
You've got to, like, clothesline the guy before you let him just go untouched to the basket.
Untouched.
Like, I would rather be borderline tackling. Like, do that before you just don't do anything.
And that's what they did. Right. They didn't do anything. Right. And it's not on Dylan Harper because here's the other part behind it, though, too. There was numerous players in this game that played a part in it. De'Aaron Fox, take care of the ball. You had 2 situations late in the 4th quarter. One, the rundown of the basketball where he just tossed it up hoping for a foul. The refs aren't calling fouls, De'Aaron Fox. Great job of pursuing by the Knicks defense on top of that because you got to give credit to them. And then the other one, De'Aaron Fox just throws the ball away, and they get an easy, fast break down the court, though, too. It's
a tough last couple minutes for De'Aaron Fox.
He had a lot. I saw Spurs fans having wanted posters on social media on his head because they was like, they gave this dude $255 million for this. And it's not just him. Again, these dudes are in a situation in which the coaching staff adjustment has to be made. They made 14 threes in the first half. Once you saw the trend going down, get to the rim, create fouls. Right. A lot of people think, not me, but a lot of people think that the Spurs were getting very favorable calls anyway. Wemby's kind of been getting away with some stuff, but Wemby's also been getting beat to crap too.
Right. It evens out over the course of a series. But it is a big moment to not have a foul called when De'Aaron Fox is pretty clearly hit on the wrist by OG Anunoby going up on that last attempt.
It's very true.
Problem is, like, why is De'Aaron Fox trying to go to the rim there?
He shouldn't have. Milk that clock, man. Like, there was zero basketball situational awareness.
Right.
I don't want to say zero because these dudes is pros.
It wasn't enough situational awareness.
In the moment, like, again, it was, you heard the horns. Like, you heard.
What Ramon means by that is the sad saxophone from what show?
It was from Boys in the Hood.
You're
like,
hearing
this started playing. Like, it was legitimately this. Oh, they're down by 18, 15, 12, 9. It's within 3.
Anunoby.
Perfect. That was cinema right there, Will. Good job. Hawk, appreciate you entertaining my mind there. But
you're welcome.
That's what happened.
So the other thing that happened, too, that we've not talked about is the final inbound play from San Antonio was well drawn up. But I realized this morning, seeing more video of it. Karl Anthony Towns deflects the pass intended for Stephon Castle there. The clock didn't start on the tip.
It didn't?
So imagine what that controversy would have been like, because Stephon Castle caught that ball with the clock starting when he catches it. But you can see clearly on video, Karl Anthony Towns does deflect the basketball before it gets there. Well, Ethan Strauss tweeted that 8 hours ago. Said, imagine the mess if Castle made the shot in time, but only because the clock operator didn't start it when Karl Anthony Towns tipped it.
But that's the issue, though, too. Isn't that a home Is that a home advantage right there, or is that like an NBA advisor?
Well, this was a disadvantage to the Knicks.
That's what I'm saying. But, like, is that like a home body that controls the clock, or is that an NBA 1099? I know. I'm just looking at, like, the finger pointing that would have happened.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
if this had happened in San Antonio, everybody would have said, well, that's a San Antonio pro clock operator. Like, that's the only point I'm making on this one.
Sure.
But, again, the other part, though, too, is Jalen Brunson was probably an inch away from actually just making a three-pointer, too. Like, that shot at the end was perfect. Think about everything that had to have happened in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect shot that bounced off the rim. OG crashing, just playing simple basketball skills right there. Going to go get a rebound. The issue that OG had, OG Anunoby, the Spurs got some jumpers on their teams. And he went over and above those guys. Just one body.
They got a 7'4" guard. And they still can't get that rebound.
They still couldn't get that rebound.
I saw Dan Barrero on Twitter. Dan Barrero, K-fan, radio host, I believe, in Minnesota, said exactly what you did. Jalen Brunson didn't congratulate the Spurs bench with 8 minutes left.
No, he did.
The way Anthony Edwards did for Minnesota at the end of that series.
No, he didn't. Mm-hmm. Like, I mess with a tough Anthony Edwards. Very, very tough.
You do. Yeah, you're consistent on that.
But this makes that moment look bad.
And all of it, but not boxing out, the De'Aaron Fox going up, did he get fouled, did he not? All of it irrelevant if Victor Wembanyama makes 2 free throws.
That's true, too.
And he missed both.
And
that's been maybe one of the stories of this entire series is just how shell-shocked a future face of this game and this league looks in real time in his first opportunity to win an NBA championship.
Are we adding Wemby to the one-hit wonder list?
No.
I know, but like the conversation.
Not the same thing as saying Linsanity and saying David Tyree. Like, I mean, Victor Wembanyama, who was so terrific last year, his team just wasn't. Yeah. I mean, if the rest of his career stinks, then sure. But, like, how likely is that for Victor Wembanyama to not continue to be the level he's at right now?
No doubt about it. But the thing is, though, too, like, how far out is it till he go get another one?
I don't know.
That's the question yesterday.
Has to be again in 5 years. I have no clue.
We'll look at the offseason. We'll look at the draft. We'll look at what they do in free agency. But they got to go get some help. I think 1 or 2 more vets.
To that point about the NBA, and we've never talked about the NBA this much in the finals. It feels like New York has kind of captivated America with this. And with the celebrities, with the drought that they've had since 73, the television numbers are through the roof.
They are.
There's reason for us to pay more attention to this. I'm curious how long this lasts. Like, do the people like me who do not watch the NBA continue watching the NBA because they got captivated by this series, or do they tune back in for the next postseason? Because the NBA, to me, is the ultimate sport. I'd throw Major League Baseball in this as well, and I love baseball, so it's not totally supposed to be a criticism, but it's the ultimate, just tune in for the postseason sport. Because, I mean, half the league makes it in some capacity in the play-in tournament anyway. You've got superstars load managing all the time who just don't want to play or are being asked to play so much that they have to manage things on back-to-backs. And I get why. I mean, it's the thing in multiple sports, the thing in pretty much every sport but football, to be honest with you.
I got
football and hockey. But I'm curious how many people like me continue watching after this series.
I'll tell you what does it. What keeps you intrigued by it. It's a matter of what the Lakers are doing, what Boston is doing, what Miami is doing. Nobody wants to see, and I'll say this respectfully, nobody really wants to see a dynasty in Oklahoma City.
Sure, but speaking for myself, we've seen those dynasties happen in those other places, and they're boring. I think what's fun about the Knicks in Boston and L.A., that doesn't interest me because I've seen it happen before. I think what's so interesting about the Knicks is not that it's a big market team finally on the doorstep of a championship. It's a big market team who's not won this since the 70s doing it.
I think we're pretty much aligning in the same sense. So it's more important if it is not too often, but the big markets are in it. The Dodgers are done.
For me, I disagray.
I think everybo's done with the Dodgers. Correct. Dodgers are good for the MLB.
And I'm done with the Celtics. It's kind of the same thing for me.
So take it to L.A.
If the Lakers come back, I think that would be interesting. I think that's a fair point. But we get bored of the same teams and the same players lifting trophies.
I agree.
We get very bored of it.
No doubt.
And pretty much post-Jordan. Because it feels like Jordan was never the level of villain that Steph Curry and Golden State and Kevin Durant was.
Because the way they did it was way different. Like, Jordan got beat up to go win one. Steph shot his way into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it changed and kind of made everybody believe it was easy. It's not easy. That's why I think it's super unique with what the Knicks are doing, though. Like, this is hard. Yeah. Even still, they got to go up against a freaking monster at this point. They're 7-5.
You know what we are not going to be bored of?
What?
The World Cup.
30 days.
It starts today. Lucas Panzica is here. He's going to join us to talk about it. Coming up next.
It's Ramon Foster, and I'm with Aaron from United Structure Systems. Man, they came by today to check out my house. If there's anything, any issues, small or big, you're gonna fill us in there.
We can take care of it no matter what kind of problems. So first off, we'll just kind of take a look through your house and see what kind of issues you got going. You know, cracks in the brick, cracks in the drywall, weird spots in the floor, doors sticking, windows not opening properly. Once we identify those areas, we're going to do a thorough inspection around the outside, make sure there's no issues going on with that. And then once we look over it, we'll talk about what's going on, and hopefully we ain't got no issues, and then we'll go from there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mr. Foster, so we have looked at the issues that you brought up. We had the drywall in the attic up here above your bonus or your garage. You had some doors sticking.
I did.
Going in your bathroom. So we've inspected all that. We don't see any major structural concerns. So you're going to be one of our lucky good news customers today. There is some minor deflection there. That's not an uncommon thing. As any house is built, it's its biggest and its strongest the day that it's born. Right, and from that point, it just gets older, just like us. We ain't hopping up out of bed, taking off down the hallway, running those stairs anymore.
Not protecting quarterbacks anymore.
No.
Opening up late. We're done.
Your guard ain't there no more.
Okay,
so,
I got you.
So it just happens. It gets a little older and it starts to deflect. Now, there are some things we can do to kind of help adjust those doors, mainly adjusting in the door, which we don't necessarily do, and maybe doing some light shimming in the crawl space down there to address those sticking doors. But for now, no major issues there. We did talk about the grading in the back and some issues that we can take care of back there for you. But that's pretty much up in a nutshell. No big issues and you're good to go. So.
Awesome. So again, the way you deal with United Structural Systems is it's upfront, it's honest, and now I can sleep peacefully at night, okay?
This is a different court, Blair. Same result, Slay. Oh, okay, Blair. See, that's Tyler Tanner. See, Tyler Tanner's in the house now.
Let's see what you got. Jury's out, Blair.
Blair, come on. Okay, Blair, just come sit down. Come on, Blair, stop. You're going to get hurt. Blair, get off the court. That's enough.
What's the verdict, Blair?
The courtroom is where I play ball.
Boy, do him, injury law. And that ain't got no rules.
The guaranteed offer is the simplest, least stressful way to sell your home. You go to our website, you fill out a quick form, we set an appointment, we bring you an all-cash offer. Literally, there's no lockbox on the front of your house, there's no showings, we pay all cash, we close in as little as 21 days, stress-free. We've helped thousands of homeowners just like you sell your home the hassle-free way with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate.
Ramon Will continues on 104.5 The Zone, the greatest sporting event that we have as humans. It is here, ladies and gentlemen. World Cup 2026 today in Mexico. Getting things started. The United States starting tomorrow against Paraguay at 8 o'clock.
Hey, now.
The world's game has come to North America. Ramon Foster, Will Bowling, Lucas Panzica is here.
Pan man.
How we doing? Welcome. You excited?
He's so hyped.
This is one of those mornings where you don't wake up. It's like the Squidward like meme, SpongeBob, where the eyes just like shoot open. Yeah, like bloodshot. No, that's one of these mornings. It's like Christmas happening every 4 years, man. No, that it's here, that it's on home soil for us, not in Nashville, but in the United States. And just to watch all the unity and everybody coming together for the next 5 weeks is like, I can't even describe the excitement. Can't wait.
Do we have a GoFundMe to get you a ticket somewhere? Like, I feel like as big of a fan as you are,
man.
Like you need this.
It was a fool's errand. I sat in the FIFA waiting room. We were all out at Titans house, I think, for an event, broadcasting live, and I was sitting there. I sat there for 2 hours waiting for a ticket just to not even get an opportunity, not even get an opportunity to spend $1,700 on a nosebleed. But I knew what I was getting into. I was looking for a ticket to watch Brazil on the opening weekend of the World Cup at MetLife Stadium on a Saturday. So it is what it is.
So before we preview the entire tournament at 6:20 this morning, before many people were awake, I compared World Cup countries and teams to United States teams. And I'm curious if you agree with me on these comparisons.
Like across sports?
Yes. Across all pro sports.
We're doing it for me to be able to engage Robert in this. We're doing it with NFL teams today.
Okay.
So I'm curious to hear.
Some were MLB, some were NBA, some were NFL.
Okay.
Argentina, Boston Red Sox.
Okay.
Kansas City Chiefs were the other team I was thinking about with Argentina. Spain, I said it's not a perfect comparison. Oklahoma City Thunder. Most talented team, young core, not going anywhere. Lamine Yamal, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, just have the one title.
Yep. Mexico, New York Knicks. But like before almost winning the championship, because they're not going to win the World Cup. I mean, I guess they could. But
the Knicks just may be a little too lofty in terms of the regard they're held in NBA history, even though they've had a lot of years of bad basketball. Mexico, although I feel like their soccer culture is as underrated as it gets on the planet,
I would agree.
They've never reached that mountaintop, right? They haven't won a knockout round game since 1986.
Which is insane.
Yeah, it is insane.
It's totally
knockout
insane.
round is what? Come on, y'all got to educate us.
When you get out of the group stage.
Okay, so the Group B, they would be two of the teams to get out of Group B.
Right. And then they would be winning the next game, which now is round of 32 versus round of 16.
Yes.
They added more games?
They added more teams.
Went from 32 to 48, which nobody asked for the record. It was very
bad. Does it dilute it or what?
A little bit.
It does? Okay.
There's pros and cons. I do think it'll water down the games, the matchups, but it also leaves the door open for Cabo Verde or a Curacao
or an injury somewhere.
Sure. Or for there to be some sort of moment that you just, if Iraq scores a goal in this World Cup, they'll be partying in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fun to look at the different standards for every nation. So we may get some blowouts, but we also may get some historic moments. But
Definitely.
Nobody asked for 32 teams to go to 48.
Real quick before y'all go further, what makes a team good or country good? Is it the makeup of the country, or like they take it like Spain? They take it more serious than we do, or Germany, or what?
It's all about player development.
Okay.
All about player development.
Countries have systems to develop players.
They academies
From young ages.
that go all the way down to, you can be 8 years old and be in the Liverpool Academy or the Barcelona Academy, which was one of the most renowned in the world. And that is where we come up short, in that in American sports, the feeder system is college sports.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, gotcha.
College soccer is just not competitive enough to be a legitimate feeder system into professional soccer, American college soccer.
Yeah.
So you need quality coaching at a very young age. There's a reason why our best player, potentially of all time, in Christian Pulisic, is where he is. It's because his family made the decision to move to Germany when he was 16 years old and get the best coaching possible as far as youth development is concerned that he wasn't going to get. We've made strides in the U.S.
It's come a long way.
It has.
What's the payoff for him? Is he like one of those high-paid guys now?
He is. He's a star player. Plays for AC Milan. Right. He's played for some of the biggest clubs in Europe at this point.
Right, he has. And two, I think people misconstrue MLS's role within making American soccer better. And you know this, Lucas, obviously from our time with NSC, but just obviously just the way this kind of works. Like, if you want the U.S. men's national team to be good, you need MLS to be good. There is a 1-to-1 correlation because even the quote-unquote Euro snobs, and I was one for a long time before we started having Nashville SC games, A, just in Nashville, and B, on the station, Lucas, that even the people that go to Europe at 16, many of them now, Tyler Adams is a great example, was developed in the New York Red Bulls system.
Okay.
He just still, as a teenager, went to Red Bull Leipzig in Salzburg, I believe, before he got to Leipzig and was in Austria and then Germany. Like Weston McKennie is another example of a player that was raised in an MLS academy, then made the jump
Dallas,
just at a younger age. And Dallas has developed like half the U.S. men's national team.
Yep.
By the way, the U.S. is the Carolina Panthers for me.
Okay, let's see.
Carolina Panthers started in the mid-90s.
Okay, that's good.
And 1995 Carolina Panthers. No championships, some young, exciting talent, but never put it all together. In terms of odds, the Panthers are plus 7,000 to win the Super Bowl this year. U.S. plus 6,000 to host the World Cup.
Fair enough.
Carolina Panthers. The other one's real quick. Netherlands, Buffalo Bills.
Yes,
France, L.A. Dodgers. Dynasty.
Yeah, just ridiculous roster.
England, Dallas Cowboys. That's the easiest one. And then I have Brazil as the New York Yankees.
Ooh, that's good.
Powerhouse brand.
Yeah.
Iconic colors, iconic jersey. You see it on the street and you know instantly what it is.
But it's been a minute.
5 World Cup titles, but it's been a minute.
Yeah.
And for the Yankees, too, it's been over a decade.
Yeah, over a decade for the Yankees, where you get the opportunity to compete for a World Series every year.
Right.
I think can correlate with a 24-year drought for Brazil, where you only get an opportunity every 4 years.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I have Portugal as the Lakers, and Cristiano Ronaldo is LeBron.
Cristiano Ronaldo is definitely LeBron, but the Lakers have won far too many titles for me to put Portugal up there. But,
I mean, like in terms of right now, if you just took a snapshot of who they are right now.
Sure, yes.
That's what I would do.
I would give you that for sure. If you want to impress your friends and you want to pick that squad that's never won a World Cup that has an opportunity to hoist the trophy, Portugal is the pick. Portugal is my pick to win the World Cup. Yeah.
Okay.
So does Ronaldo hold them back?
I'm worried he does.
That's my issue with them, too.
Their last couple of performances, his last couple of performances in the pre-World Cup friendlies have been brutal. Because at this point, he's 41 years old. He's not offering anything as far as the work rate, tracking back. He's an icon. He's a leader. He's so important to everybody in that country and in that locker room. But the best thing he can be for them right now is a poacher, right? A finisher in the box. Put the ball in the back of the net and to be clinical, and he has not been that as of late. Yeah. I'm worried that the face of the Portuguese national team could end up being the thing that holds them back in this tournament.
So
totally
if that's the case, you got him as your favorite, and you have him on this squad. What makes him bad? He's slow. He's old, not physical enough.
Yeah.
Like accuracy is all for what?
Not at the peak of his powers. I mean, Ronaldo at his best, it was speed, it was power.
It's LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, and it was absolutely dribbling, finishing ability, aerial ability. Man could do everything. But so much of it just pure athleticism. Whereas Lionel Messi has aged so gracefully at 38 because it's just the technical ability. It's the ability to be able to walk around for 90% of a game, but switch it on. You watch an Argentina game, Lionel Messi is either standing or walking the majority of the time.
He's allowed to?
He can do whatever he wants. He's letting the game come to him.
He's the only one, too.
He knows where to position himself to let the game come to him. And when the ball falls to his feet, it's a moment of magic. And he knows exactly where to allocate his energy and his effort, and it's just world class. The touch is still there, the finishing ability, the dribbling ability, whereas Ronaldo has lost a lot of the things that made him so great.
Is it because, all right, now I got a cupboard of questions now, okay? Is it because Messi's a lesser athlete than Ronaldo? But like Ronaldo has to show his athleticism and he wants to.
Because he never had it to begin with.
You're right.
Messi never had athleticism.
I mean, he is, but different.
Yeah, but
Cristiano Ronaldo was always the superior athlete. Yes.
Okay, so this might be the difference in just saying, okay, Olympic shooting is a sport versus, hey, cross-country skiing is a sport. Like, how is Olympic shooting a sport?
What do you?
Because you're telling me that Messi's a sniper. Basically,
I see what you mean.
You're telling me he's just a sniper, and I'm looking like, no, that's just a trained skill.
I would say the best comparison I could give you, Ramon, is remember we talked about how Julio Jones, late in his career, he won on athleticism at wide receiver. When that leaves you, what else do you have? Versus a slot receiver that can play Julian Edelman. That's not a great comparison for Messi. But in terms of like body type and skill set, kind of like a slot receiver never won on athleticism, but more quickness and intelligence and savvy and understanding where to be and how to create space.
DeAndre Hopkins, right?
Yeah,
was never,
that's a good example.
Never a burner. He was never
a good example.
He never relied on his pure speed and strength.
All right, so
Stoney just made the same comparison in our YouTube chat, so I feel good about that.
All right, so real quick then, how does Messi become this elite and legendary by walking and striking? Only because the greats are usually 100% every time. That's my only question. Like, how did he survive to get to this point to where nobody asks the question anymore?
This is what he is at this point in his career.
Okay.
Lionel Messi, born in Argentina as a very, very young child, moved to Barcelona.
Poor too, right? From my understanding, the boy is what they call him, right?
Moved to Barcelona to join the youth academy and was developed and was always just a massive talent, but. This is how he has aged. This was not always Lionel Messi, but he has the sort of technical ability that the likes of which we've never seen in the history of the game. So he knows how to pick and choose his spots to affect a game. Lionel Messi, Argentina is okay with, pressing or defending with 10 instead of 11 while Lionel Messi's on the field because he is the ultimate difference maker when the ball does fall to his feet. He knows exactly where to pick up those pockets. He knows he can feel where the play is developing and position himself in a way that when the game does come to him, he can change the game in a massive way.
Gotcha. And he understands the spaces. He's still always scanning the field. It's not like he's checked out.
Yeah.
But he kind of lulls you to sleep that way by walking out and pounce. And it's just like you turn on a light switch.
Sounds like he's like a python.
Yes.
I want to talk about the U.S., Lucas. Are the vibes as good for you right now as they are for me? And I'm kind of believing again, and maybe it's just the hype of getting close to it. And we do this with all of our sports. We get to week one, you start to feel the excitement. It's like, oh, we could really meet our goals again. But I felt so good about this team coming out of the Germany game, and I don't care that they lost. I think the result was what it was, and the vibes have changed kind of quickly for me. Have they for you? For the
100%. I feel good about this team.
I do too.
And a lot of it is because the vibes have changed around Christian Pulisic and his performances in the last two friendlies. It's like, okay, there he is. He's getting on the ball. He's making things happen. He's driving at defenders. And he looks rejuvenated compared to what we've seen in the last few months at AC Milan, where it's been a rough ride for him. I feel great right now. I'm very cautiously optimistic about this team, but everybody wants to draw a line, right? What is success? Does it have to be a quarterfinal? Does it have to be a semifinal? Whatever. I just want this team, yes, to get out of the group, to win a knockout round game for the first time since 2002. But I just want this team to make their mark. What is Christian Pulisic, as good as his career has been so far, he has reached heights no American player has ever reached in Europe. He's won a Champions League. He's played for Chelsea, for AC Milan. But what is his signature moment as a member of the U.S. men's national team? Scoring with his groin against Iran in the group stage in Qatar.
Yeah.
Right? He needs a Donovan versus Algeria moment. He needs a Clint Dempsey, take your pick of a Clint Dempsey's moments. Like he needs one of this team, this version of the U.S. needs one of those. And I think that's part of why the vibes have been so weird and iffy around this team, as talented as they are, because they have not had one of those moments to capture the nation and rally the country behind them the way those scrappy 2002, 2010, 2014 teams had.
Like the Confederations Cup run, too, and going to the final against Brazil for that team in 2009. Like, that was a major moment, beating a Spanish team that was number one. What?
Said the Confederation, brother.
Confederations. Okay. The soccer confederations of the world.
It's an international tournament that doesn't exist anymore.
They don't know what that is. Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
This is all that matters,
The
Ramon.
Confed Cup.
Forget everything else. This right here, the next 5 weeks, is all that matters.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting in the weeds. But that
Don't
being
mind
said,
me. Don't mind me,
for
y'all.
you in this group, it is a very even group between Australia, Paraguay, the United States, and Turkey. Who is the most challenging matchup, in your opinion, for the United States in this group?
Turkey, for sure. Easily.
Turkey?
That's what I would say, too.
When they get the A at the end of their name?
They told the
Couple years
world,
ago.
hey, we're Turkey now.
Yeah.
Yes, this is what you have to call
Because
us.
the Euros 2 years ago is like when I first heard that. Like, oh, it's Turkey.
They kind of Czech Republic has done this as well. No,
Yeah.
we're Czechia now.
Czechia?
So, yes.
That was an Olympic thing, too. Because U.S. played them in hockey in the Olympics.
Just call me Ramonia from here on out. That's what we're doing.
So the U.S. facing Paraguay first and then Australia. Those two games, in terms of how their opponent is set up, I think will be pretty similar. I think Paraguay and Australia are going to be sitting back. They'll be inviting the U.S. The U.S. is going to have the majority of the ball. They're just going to have to break those teams down. Paraguay and Australia understand where they stand in terms of the talent deficit between them and the United States. They're going to sit back. They're going to invite pressure, and they're going to try and hit the U.S. on the break. The U.S. is going to have to find a way through those teams that are going to be pesky, that are going to try to get in the U.S.'s head, that are going to be physical. Whereas the Turkey matchup has an opportunity to be end to end. There's a ton of quality on that Turkish squad, and that likely will decide the group. If all goes well for the U.S., that match against Turkey the winner of that game will be the winner of the group going into the knockout rounds.
And who would we be matched up against in the round of 32?
Oh,
there's
so many possibilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a world where we also, again, play Mexico in the round of 16 in Seattle. That is one of the permutations that is possible.
And the last knockout round game, the only knockout round game the United States has ever won in a World Cup, 2002 against Mexico in South Korea and Japan. 2-0. So, I think that Turkey matchup, there will be a lot leading up to it. They have to take care of business. By the way, Friday, we'll be out at Geodis Park for a watch party, totally free to the public.
Yeah. Wow.
Nashville SC is hosting. It's in the Publix Plaza right outside, and there's a huge screen. Going to be a great time. Tons of soccer fans there. Bring a lawn chair. There's food trucks, beer vendors. It's going to be awesome.
That'd be great.
Real quick before you go, last day for a while. You're next up. You're on deck. Buck's definitely not getting married. And Robert, I don't know when he's getting married either.
Wow.
What advice, Lucas? Are you going to watch him die or watch him live?
Watch me die? What do you mean?
Sink or swim.
I'm not dying. I'm getting married.
Listen, guys get crazy about this weekend.
I think Will's the one that's going to have to provide the advice. I am a year and a day out from my wedding, so I'm gonna.
We're almost have the same. We'll have the same anniversaries.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fantastic.
So,
because the game might be on a side TV in the back of our rehearsal dinner tomorrow night.
Yeah, no doubt.
But my brother's going to be coming up to me like a Secret Service agent. I'm like, 1-0.
Yeah.
Pulisic, 18th minute. As you were. Thank you.
Do we take open bets on Bucks engagement? What year? Do we go like 2035?
He's got to find a girl first.
He's going to die alone.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. No gambling necessary.
We'll leave it at that. Lucas Panzika, the Buck Rising Show.
There's no value there.
Coming up here in just a moment. Real quick, actually, I was going to ask you this. We asked Mike Golick Jr. this in the last hour in honor of Freddie from Germany, who's making his way around the United States.
Yeah.
If you had to take Freddie in Germany to one American sporting event, any league, any time of year, that his European mind would be least likely to comprehend, where would you take him? Mike Golick Jr. said Red River because he would have deep fried Oreos and then college football in the Texas State Fair.
Checker Neyland for an 11 a.m. kickoff against Texas.
That's got the people hot.
That's a great one.
Yeah, that's got the people hot right now.
Honestly, Checker Neyland is. I've seen a lot of people respond to British people of like, "This is you guys couldn't do this." And it's just Checker Neyland.
Yeah,
and we
in 99-degree heat.
I had a listener in the chat said, "Stand up and turn around, Lucas." It was from Robert Walsh. I'm not sure what.
Oh, who's Robert?
I'm not sure.
I know Bert.
He's going to have 3 hours to objectify me, starting at 10. We don't need to get started early.
10 to 1. Buck Rising Show coming up. Thank you, Lucas.
Thanks, boys.
Appreciate you. Wrapping up the show next.
Just call me Ramon.
Wrapping up the show on Ramon and Will. Wrap it up. Me doing this show without a ring on my finger. How about that?
Hey, what an anthem that's being played for you, too.
Excited for this weekend. It's going to be fun.
And the rain. Knocking on wood. Look like it's going to be cooler, dog.
Yeah, rain has popped up in the forecast, unfortunately.
I'm here. Oh, we'll be all right. We're going to have a ball regardless.
That's right.
I played the song at my wedding right here. I choose you.
Yeah,
Willie Hutch, baby.
Feeling good. I've had so many people talk to me about this of like Monday of wedding week. You get there and it just hits you like a ton of bricks. You're like, oh my gosh, this is happening. And then by the time you get to the weekend, you're just ready. You're excited.
You're going to be exhausted.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Saturday, I'll be honest with you. You and Peyton, this is what I would tell you. Screw the crowd. Do not, I'm so serious, do not try to appease all of the guests. You're going to be dog tired. You do your dance, do your vows, have a party, cut up. But if you can't be cool like how you need to be cool on that day, you're going to be wrecked over. You're going to get to the hotel room and fall straight to sleep or something, man. I promise you. Like, enjoy it. Pace yourself is what I would tell you. With drinks and just engagement.
Sure.
Like, don't ignore people, but it's y'all's day is what I would tell you. It's the best advice I got to you. It's you guys' day, and make sure everybody's phone is on silent.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a big one.
Or alarms off. People take, evening naps or whatever the case may be. Like, phones, alarms off.
It does take a lot out of you, the more people that come up to you to try to say hello and congratulations, whatever. Next thing you know, you forgot what you ate for dinner, you forgot what time it is, and yeah, you just pass out.
Yeah, that's essentially what it is. Yeah, don't do too much is what I would tell you.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you should be, man. It's a good time. Let us enjoy the party. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, it's been a while since you dropped that now. Here we go.
I know.
She got to change her name. She got to go up to the courthouse and passport.
She'll be Peyton Kennedy on television.
Well, that's cool. I'm talking about officially in life.
Oh, yeah, well, sure.
Yeah, officially. She can't travel now without your last name. You need me, Peyton.
I mean, she can still travel.
She can.
Whatever she wants.
No doubt.
No, we're very excited, very thankful, very happy to be marrying my best friend. We have spent 3.5 years together at this point and been engaged for over a year, and a lot of plannings got into it. And like, I remember when we got to all right, we're 1 year away, and it does really fly by.
It does.
Very thankful for all the very kind messages and notes and calls everybody's given me, and just ready, feeling good, feeling really good.
You should.
And
eat
feeling
in the morning.
excited.
Have a breakfast too. Don't just drink. Like, there's so many
yeah.
dude things that you're just like, oh, we gotta go have a blast. Don't do that. Don't get blacked out tomorrow night.
No,
it'll be all right.
do that. You know me.
I'm looking forward to it. I just got the text that my suit is ready.
Have you decided on which one you're going to wear? Navy or black?
Whatever Keish decides.
Lovely. Happy wife, happy life. I'm learning that.
That's one other thing, too. That slaying is awesome because women control our emotions. But there is a facet 100%. Of that, right? But there is a facet of this relationship that the man has to be happy too.
Sure.
So
of course.
The issue for us is we don't communicate that.
That's true.
Communicate that to your wife and be like, hey, I don't like this and all that type of stuff.
It is a blessing that both myself and Peyton both are communicators for a living.
Good.
In radio and television, so we are good at that.
Yeah, we need me, Peyton.
Nah, I don't like that being said. Don't like that at all. Let's maybe throw that one in the recycle bin.
We're making light of all of
Maybe throw that in the recycle bin.
We're going to be good,
that's
man.
right. That's exactly
look at Damar. He said he almost messed up booking flights because he put his last name for his wife. Hold up. Why'd you get your wife's last name, DeMario? I got more questions now. You'll be all right, though. Doug want to know if you got a registry. Yeah, but most of the stuff is bought, though, Doug.
Mm-hmm. But
Titans practice today.
Thank you all. Thank you all for all of your kind words, for sure. Titans practice is today. It's the last thing I got to do before I am done and off to wedding festivities. Thank you all. We'll talk to you in a week and a half.
Few days.
Bye.
Congratulations.
Later.
But remember, at all times, we'll see you tomorrow, and your Twitter fingers and mic is always hot.